we're live. We are live.
Let's go.
Episode number 10, dude. And my zits, I'm having a flare up right now. I don't know if you can tell, but so we got a very, very special guest backstage right now waiting to hop on in. I'm kind of excited. I haven't seen this guy in friggin' years, aside from Facebook. But you want to give him a proper introduction, Mark? You've known him longer.
I thought you were going to do that. I mean, you just said you were going to do that. He's my dad, for one.
It's Mark's dad.
He was my high school dad.
He has a super popular YouTube show called Talking Cocking. We might talk about that a little bit tonight and get into that a little bit. Anyways, without further ado, we have Matt Von Guten going to be on the show tonight. So let me go and bring him in. Boom! There he is.
Let's go, baby.
What's happening?
Look at him. He's so pretty.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, it sounds great. Audio's going to be good on this one, dude.
You look amazing. On.
Nice, dude. Nice. All right. Episode 10. I'm going to roll the intro. Let's go. All right. It's official. We're on and we're rolling. What's everyone drinking tonight?
Just a rock star right now.
Venti green iced tea.
But I got a nice chest of Modelo too.
Mark's drinking Bud Light.
I'm still trying to get sponsored, you know?
Why am I not surprised? I'm drinking water and watermelon.
So am I.
I might smoke that. A little bit later.
So weird with freaking headphones.
Water for now and some water or flat ass Mountain Dew. So what's new, Matt?
Not a lot, man. Just living. Big words.
That's a good thing to do.
What are you guys up to?
Matt,
it's definitely better than dying.
Yeah, no kidding. What's up, Joseph?
How old are you, brother?
47 or 45.
45.
Old enough to forget how old I am.
So we were talking about it earlier. Does Joseph and Mark, or does Joseph and Matt, have you guys ever met before? I'm sure.
Yeah, actually, I ran across, you left like a lyric book at my house a long time ago, and it's in my shop somewhere.
Really?
Yeah, it was a long time ago, though.
It must have
I think
been
we only met once.
Yeah.
Was it that house, the house that you're in now?
I think, but I'm not sure. It may have been the Exeter house.
Yeah, because I was trying to figure out if we went to high school together, but we didn't because you're exactly 5 years older than me, which means that we missed each other in high school.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. All right. Wow. And you got a lyric book? That's funny. That's crazy.
Yeah, I ran it.
So I was writing rhymes at your house years and years and years ago?
You must have been. Like, you left a little, like, just tiny little notepad, but.
Yeah.
That's tight, dude.
Wow, that's kind of a cool thing to leave behind.
It's probably got your old school, like, gangster, like, handwriting, too, the way you used to
I
write
remember,
like a gangster.
If it was anywhere when I was, like, 19 or 18 through, like, 22, then probably.
Yeah.
It might have been.
Yeah, I remembered it, like, last Thursday when I was checking out the podcast. I remembered it, and I just forgot to look for it. I'll have to get that to you. Might be something cool in it. Who knows?
Yeah, it might bring up some.
I have no idea.
Some nostalgia for sure, at least.
For sure.
Probably got some old one-liners in there you never used, like forgot about and shit. That'd be tight. Right. I
mean,
wish I could find some of my.
It could be over 20 years ago. It could be over 20 years old.
It probably is.
Well, when did you get back, Matt?
2004.
So 2000. So yeah,
okay.
I guess it would. It probably
so it would be about 18, maybe 18.
It's there, probably around there.
Okay. Still, dude, that's crazy, dude.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was the old house. Just something that came along with all my tools.
It's just made its way over. Just transferred over. What are you doing, Mark? You look like you're trying to figure something out.
I was trying to figure out how to share on Facebook because I'm hella smart. So.
You literally are on Facebook more than like
I'm
any
never
of
on
my
Facebook,
friends.
though. Well, yeah. But
when I go on Facebook, dude, I only see your shit because it's like, well, not so much anymore because I don't know. Did PRD get shut down or what?
Yeah,
it did, huh?
Yeah, and then the admins decided not to do it anymore, and then they're like revolting against each other. It's a hilarious thing for internet.
It was a cool little like community. So there's this community on Facebook, Mark, shared with me or whatever. It's called Punk Rock Dads. So it's just all a bunch of like, you know, shitty humans like us trying to be better humans. You know what I mean?
Right.
And,
sometimes they were good. Sometimes they were shitty.
Yeah, sometimes people be shitty in there, but other times some people be in there like, you know, building each other up and stuff. So which that was cool. But that's like I'd open, because when I do Facebook, I open Facebook, I click my notification bell, I scroll through that. If it's nothing worth opening, then I'm done. I don't even bother, because it's like I know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna go through, I'm gonna see something, I'm gonna type up 6 paragraphs, and then I'm gonna delete them all and be like, what am I doing? Like, why am I even engaging?
Drink. Why would you do that?
Yeah, why am I even engaging? Like, I literally don't care. Like, why am I pretending to care about this right now? So yeah, but usually when I would do that, I would see Mark Nealon mentioned you, or Mark Nealon commented on, or Mark Nealon posted in, and I'm like, fuck. So then I get sucked into PRD, and I'd be just.
I never did the paragraph thing. You know, I would share something or make a snidey comment or whatever. But,
Okay, wait, hold on. Back to Matt real quick. Let me just say.
Oh, okay.
I have never heard so many stories about somebody that I hadn't seen since I was, I guess, 20 years old. Like, I've heard so many stories about you from these guys. It's crazy.
Let's go.
Yeah. Hopefully at least half of them are good.
Oh, they're good. They're good, good, bad, crazy. It's just quite a reputation to live up to. But mostly really, really good, and like they speak super highly of you. Like Tim was just raving about how great of a person you were. So
yeah, dude.
Man, thank you. I appreciate that. It's taken a lot of work.
Hey, dude, don't we all know it, man? We're all right there with you.
Right. Do you want to list off most of the projects you've been in? Because for the life of me, I can't think of them right now.
Well, I was trying to tell Joseph, I was like, dude, he's like one of the godfathers of like the music scene here in town. He's like, oh, which bands? And I was like,
I was like Jedi Mind Trick.
That's right.
We were second grade joke for like 2 weeks, like a couple shows in between names. Then Wise Guys, Mas Cerveza, Years in the Making, which basically a bunch of stuff that Zach and I and Barry recorded and then didn't really do anything with.
God damn it, Zach. What's Zach up to?
Good question, man. And I mean, I don't want to talk any bad about anybody, but I mean, really, who cares?
Dude, I always
I'll leave it right there. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean without talking shit.
We all know Zach very well, and it just sucks because it's like,
yeah, it sucks. Like, he's a super intelligent guy, a very good musician. I mean,
he has like this weird insecurity thing going on where he just kind of is a dick to everybody
and pushes everybody away, and then works harder not to work than if you just worked.
Yeah, like he's difficult and very exhausting person to hang out with.
I like how Matt was like, I don't want to talk shit, and then Tim's just like, let's drop it all right here.
No, that's fine.
I'm talking shit. I don't think I'm talking shit. I think that's
just
I was just giving my experience with fucking dealing with Zach for literally like a decade, consistently for a decade, before I finally was like, is this worth it? Like, I mean, he just makes me feel like a shitty person every time I'm around him.
I think we're all same place. Like, so it just is.
I was just curious because I haven't even thought of him or heard his name in so long. But like you said, talented musician, very smart.
Yeah,
I remember when we used to go out to his house, Tim.
Yeah, we used to go out to his house all the time, try to record, and then he just be weird about stuff. So
last I heard, he lived with his parents. That's about it. He sent me a random email, like, I don't know, a few months back. And it was like, yeah, I don't want to be hanging out with all you guys because, everybody drinks and I don't drink anymore. I just smoke weed and eat mushrooms. And like, it was just weird. It was like condescending. And yet, I don't know, whatever. Like,
see, makes you want to try to make you feel like shit.
Like, I'm better than all you guys.
Yeah, so, exactly.
Like,
toxic, just toxic.
It's kind of hard for me to hang out when I'm not like, I'm better than everyone else. So it's like,
basically, that's kind of how I read out. Did you get the same email, Joseph? Like, it sounds like you read it. I don't know. It seems like
Iron
maybe.
Mondays, let me know.
I guess it was a group.
That was just the vibe I got from you describing it.
Dude.
Have you done any traveling recently, Matt?
I go to Santa Cruz like just about every weekend. Like
Damn.
my girlfriend lives over there, so
Okay.
I go over there every weekend.
Nice. What?
Go
What
explore
part?
the hills here. Boulder Creek, actually. So Santa Cruz Mountains.
Okay, I've been doing a big old
Super
cabinet
nice.
job up in Campbell, so I've been out in Campbell.
Oh, really?
Yeah, big old cabinet job up there. So I was like, man,
Nice.
it's so close to Santa Cruz, but I miss it. We used to go a lot too. When we were younger, we used to go a lot.
Yeah,
Back
it's
in the day.
beautiful.
I feel like every weekend we were out in Santa Cruz. I remember having a real bad shroom trip. So, so real quick. So I used to have this crazy dream of being lost in the grocery, even as an adult, like being in a grocery store lost and like trying to find my mom, and I can't find my mom, right? So as a kid, I used to have that dream a lot, and even as an adult, I had it, and I like wake up, be like, oh fuck, that was weird. So one time we got stuck in Santa Cruz. So we took. Why did we go out there, Mark? Do you remember? I don't know if you were. Remember we went to Santa Cruz to do something, and we got stuck there. I don't know why we were.
It would either be a show or to skate.
So I guess it was a show. And we went out there and something happened. We got stuck. So we're living with Ryan and Heidi. We're like staying with them.
Oh yeah, that was So remember the girl? Matt probably even knows this girl. She had a Suburban.
Oh yeah.
Took us to skate, and it was an old school Suburban. She took us to skate in Santa Cruz, and her Suburban broke down, and then we just decided to stay there. Like we're like
for like a week.
We'll find a way back.
We're just like, poor dirty street kids just out there chilling. So anyways,
Ryan and Heidi had a house.
Yeah, they let us crash. So we go to this beach, so Bonnie Dunes. You know where Bonnie Dunes is at? The nude beach up on Highway 1 or whatever.
That was a different time though. I wasn't with you on that one.
Oh, okay, so I got them mixed up. But anyways,
you were with Dennis.
I was with you on that one, Tim.
Okay, you were with me.
Yeah.
And so we went out there, and I think we were trying to get ecstasy, but we couldn't, and we ended up getting shrooms instead or something like that. So we took a bunch of shrooms, went to the beach, and I remember having a bad trip, but it wasn't like a scary bad trip. It was like all I could think about was I hadn't talked to my mom in like probably a month, and I like kept thinking about that dream, and I'm like, damn, it's crazy, like, because me and my mom had gotten in a fight, and I moved out, I was like, F you, whatever, and like bounced. And so then I just kept thinking in that moment, I was like, man, I'm out here. I just been running like it's crazy. I'm on a beach in Santa Cruz, like on drugs. And like my mom has no idea where I'm at. That must be a horrible feeling. So I called her and I'm like, Mom, I love you. I want to bring you out to Santa Cruz, and I want to like what I'm shroom
while you're
tripping, right? Yes. So she's like, "Are you on drugs?"
did you guys
like snap me out of it so quick, and I'm like, yeah, I took some mushrooms. She's like, I'll go to Santa Cruz with you, but I'm doing no drugs. So call me tomorrow when you're sobered up.
Didn't you guys find like a dead body during that?
Yeah, that was
another
trip.
was talking about. I thought that's what I talked. Yeah.
Well, so back to originally why I brought it up is we used to go to Santa Cruz a lot.
I wasn't with you for that trip.
Okay, yeah, we used to go to Santa Cruz. I thought you were going to do,
but we did find that dead body in that same area. That's why I thought you were going there.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, because Tim and I and KOT, we played a show at the college, and I know Reese had a really bad trip.
Yeah, so we were just talking about that.
That's what you were talking about. So.
No, because that was different. I remember
too many Santa Cruz trips to keep.
So that's basically why I started saying that, because I was like, we used to go to Santa Cruz a lot, but I need to get.
Yeah, it was either San Francisco, Oakland, or Santa Cruz, almost every weekend.
And Berkeley, went to Berkeley a lot too.
Berkeley a lot, yeah.
But yeah, I love camping. Do you guys like camping?
Camping's great. I haven't been in a few years, but camping and rafting.
So I'm not a huge camping fan, and my dad, he's like, "We're going camping, and I don't give a shit if you like it or not."
Really?
Yeah, that kind of takes the allure out of it. If you're forced,
he's kind of right. He's kind of right. I am kind of being a bitch about camping. I mean, I'm sure it's great.
I'm different with my dad. Like my dad is a fisherman. I love fishing with him. But if he's going to stay anywhere, he's staying at a hotel or buying a house or renting a room or something, where I'm like, no, if we're going to do this, let's go outdoors.
Get a tent.
Yeah.
Like,
but he won't do that anymore.
Dude, I love camping, dude.
I like both. Camping for me was great because I was in this camping group, like with the church that we had to go to as a kid. And so it was the only time I could get away from my parents and actually just go hang out, explore, you know, have fun, be a kid and not be told you're going to hell all the time. Like camping was a great, it was the very opposite from your experience.
I feel that.
Joseph. Like, it was like, man, I felt free.
That's
yeah,
awesome.
that's like the memories that I have from going camping. Because on my dad's side, it was a lot of camping, and I just loved it, dude. It was like free, and it was like, too. It was like my dad. I'd be 8 years old. He's like, "Here's your tent and here's your shit." You know, and it was like he wasn't setting everything up. Like when I take my kids camping, I'm like, "Geez, it's a lot of work. This is not how it was for when I was growing up." But recently, go ahead, Paul.
I was gonna say I was like gonna go to hell for everything too when I was a kid.
Everything.
Everything.
Trash isn't out yet. You're going to hell. Silverware's not on the table at dinner. You're going to hell. You don't drink all your milk. You're going to hell. Everything's hell.
So you were raised like super religious? I didn't know that.
Yeah, way over the top. There were holy rollers too, like Bible thumping holy rollers.
Dang.
Yeah, I didn't hear real music until like I'd hear it like on the bus to school or like something like that.
Wow. What
like,
kind of church was it?
It was Calvary Temple in Modesto.
Okay, so just like classic Christian, like
holy rollers, like the speak in tongues and
like Pentecost, not Pentecostal.
Yeah, same difference.
That's what I grew up in.
Yeah, same.
Okay.
Assemblies of God, Pentecostal.
Yeah, talking in tongues, running up and down the aisles, crying, the whole thing. Yeah.
And it was that huge church that's like, I don't know, it's just a moneymaker and a schism. I can't stand religion. Like, I believe in a higher power for sure, but also I don't understand why you can't believe in evolution and creation. Like,
I feel the exact same.
That's just stupid. Like, why can't you believe that there's a higher power
that had
and also believe that we evolve? Like, I mean, it just doesn't make sense. Like, why do you have to divide it? Why can't you have both?
Yeah, I think that they're trying to. So, Buddy, Buddy, he goes
McCroy?
down McCroy. He goes down these rabbit holes a lot with religion because he has a stepdaughter that was Mormon or Jehovah, one of the two.
Right.
So, like, he learned a lot about it, and he was saying that it's funny that like how the religions now they've been like twisting the narrative. You know how you could kind of make the words,
but they all do. I mean,
so they're saying,
how do you get like one, like you're in one sermon or whatever, like one talk, you're gonna skip like from this book to that book to that book. Like, of course you're like, what are they doing? They're using the words that are gonna work for what they want to have you believe.
Yeah, and there's one guy that says it a lot, and it's the way that I've always kind of felt too, and I agree with him. Is Joe Rogan says like, anytime there's a translation, I'm a little skeptical.
Rogan.
Yeah, for sure.
Dr. Joe Rogan.
And not only that, so many books were taken out.
Yeah,
from the Bible that are like, I mean, who makes that choice?
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
so it's all.
This isn't saying what we want, so we're gonna pull it out and just do something else.
Some king like 1,000 years ago just decided, this shit's not going in anymore. Like, and now that's the Bible that everybody follows.
King James.
King James.
No,
James.
It's not King James. No. It was
King Arthur.
I think it was.
No.
I think it was actually. I saw something about this recently, and it was a bunch of cardinals that met together and decided, like, hey, we don't want this. We don't
want homosexuals.
It started with the divide of Egypt, so I can't remember his name, but once there was no, that's a pharaoh. but once there was a divide between religion and politics, this king was the one.
Probably thinking around Caesar, like the Roman Empire, probably. Because I mean, there was a lot of stuff there that all that.
So they just decided what to put in and take out, and that was like the beginning of that. But it all comes down to it's all written by man, for one.
Yeah, and who trusts a man?
And most of the books were written like hundreds of years after Jesus, and yet they were written like, hey, we're right there with him, and it was complete. Like they were not right there with him.
So it's like once man tried to translate it, they're like, okay, we're going to translate it this way. like this. And so we have all these different Bibles that almost say the same thing.
It's like quintuple hearsay.
Yeah.
Somebody that wasn't even there in the first place writing the stuff, and somebody else translating it. Somebody else deciding, oh, we don't want this stuff.
Telephone.
It's telephone for sure.
Yeah, dude, exactly. Like I forget what movie it is, but there's like I think it's a comedy, and he's doing translation, and he's like, I tell this motherfucker if he doesn't do what I fucking say, I'm gonna murder his whole entire family. He said, yeah, it's fine. Go ahead and take your time. And he's like, it's just that's how I feel it always is, you know? I mean, it's like
or like when Sopat used to walk away from his dad going, fuck you, Dad, you fucking piece of shit. And then in Cambodian, he'd be like, yeah, Dad, I'll do that right away.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, Dad, no problem. Love you. Love you, Dad, no problem. Yeah, you motherfucking piece of shit, I hate you. Because his dad didn't speak English, so he just fucking started cussing at him and shit. Oh, funny.
That's
so I want to show you guys something here. Let me pull it up real quick. Dude, I wish you would fucking do these again, because this shit is the best, dude.
Oh, I think I know is it the 30-second one? Oh, there's a better one. Go down to the first one.
Why is it here? Let
me. I don't know what that was.
Another great episode. Here, dude. All right, which one?
That's that one.
This one.
Hey, I'm gonna bounce out for a second.
Yeah, that one. That's the one.
Okay.
That's funny.
Welcome to another great episode of Talking Cocking with Matt Von Guten. This week we've got the world-renowned Shane Gruden. He spread cock all over the world, and he really knows what he's talking about. Shane, can you tell us a little something about cocking?
It fucking sucks.
Thanks for tuning in to another in-depth segment of Talking. See you again next week.
Dude, I swear, dude, when you were doing these, you did like 3 of them, right? Like 3 or 4 of them.
Cocking sucks.
Dude, oh god, it's so fucking hilarious, dude.
That's pretty
I love
awesome.
it.
I've got the prop made up for another one, but I just haven't made the time to make it. I've got like one that I may get kicked off YouTube for this one, but it may be the final Talking Cocking, but it'll be a lot of laughs as long as it's up.
Dude, it ages well too. Like, you know what I mean? Like 100 years from now, everybody's gonna be like, "Oh yeah, dude." It's like that was this segment, an in-depth, informative episode.
Dude, the coolest thing is I was working. I think it was a Sunday, so I was getting paid double time to record that thing.
Oh, that's a fucking amazing.
Tim,
like in the city.
Tim, that reminds me of this time I was hanging out with you, and you got a text from this lady, and she was texting you about cocking, and she was spelling cock the whole time instead of cock.
Just right,
I can't remember the exact text, but it was
like,
hilarious.
I need cocking.
Yeah,
I'm sure you do.
Are you gonna bring that cock over?
Wow.
Like it was like something like that.
I need some black cock. Well, I can't help you there. Oh god.
Like we read that text and just laughed forever. I remember.
Yeah, it was so funny. So somebody's in here. It says the Nicene Council decided. The Nicene. Okay, here you guys can read it. Can you see that? So I don't know who's watching this, but this guy Speak with Friends said the Nicene Council decided a ton of what was in and what was out of the Bible.
Nice.
That's
so
cool.
Let me look that up. I was trying to look it up, but thank you.
Council are. Yeah.
Thank you, Speak with Friends.
History lesson.
So Nicene Council. Nicene Council.
I'm guessing that's those Cardinals. What's
Matt,
that?
Do you drink or smoke weed, or do you like to do cocaine or anything like that?
Just crack and heroin.
Oh, okay. Hell yeah.
Huff paint. No, I drink. That's it. Every once in a while, like I probably smoke once a year, if that. And it's like I'm such a lightweight. I mean, all for it. It smells great. I love it. But every time I do it, I'm just like, oh, fuck it. What if I get drug tested and it's just not worth it for me?
You get that paranoid feeling?
I don't get paranoid after I smoke. It's the next day and I'm like, oh, shit.
Oh, okay. Like, I just know when I don't smoke a lot and I get high, I get super paranoid.
Yeah, I've never had that issue, but.
Oh, you're lucky.
I'll take
So
shrooms once in a while, but that's another one like barely ever. It's like
Okay.
super far in between. Usually I have some beers,
I
drink
don't know
some
if you-
scotch.
I don't know if you can read this, but it says a meeting at Nicaea in present-day Turkey, the council established the equality of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, and the Holy Trinity, and asserted that only the Son became incarnate as Jesus Christ. So the Arian leaders. That's what you're talking about, Mark. The Council of Nicaea.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Anyway.
That's not what I was talking about, but that's how politics and history have become.
Explained it.
Yeah, that's how they have just decided what's in whatever Bible or religious beliefs you have to not separate the people.
Hmm.
It's a much more.
It's all about separation, right?
I mean, that's what.
Yes.
We're easier to control. It's the same as racism. It's like if you
dude,
convince
divide.
everybody
Divide and
to
conquer.
not like somebody for something you don't even have a choice of. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I was just born whoever I was born to. I wouldn't have chose them.
Yeah.
I don't understand why you should be proud or hate other people because they're different.
Hell
But
yeah.
it's the same thing because
Amen to that.
we're easier to control. Like, why wouldn't you want to have schism? Like, every way to divide the people, gives the higher ups more control.
So what is schism?
Usually division because of religion. Like
Okay.
a thought process that's going to make people, separate people, separate the
Yeah.
masses.
So what age were you when you started like really kind of questioning shit? Or did you always kind of
Probably-
know it was like bullshit?
I always knew something was wrong, but probably around 13 is when I finally started thinking about, like, why am I letting this affect me so much? Like, there's something drastically wrong with this situation. Like, the way that they control you, like, it's nothing but control. It's not for you. It's just, I mean, for some people it works, and for them,
Yeah.
good. Who am I to
That's
judge?
true.
I'm not judging people for actually like, hey, this works for me.
Their life
Great,
may have
you know,
became better
but-
because of it. Yeah.
But
Yeah,
when
I
it
don't- I
affects
mean-
other people in a negative way, it's like, why? Like, those people are wrong.
Well, it's like some people that I know that we knew growing up, like for instance, one person came out, and said, "Hey, I'm gay," and they
Mhm.
disowned her. They completely disowned her, like.
And why? That's not your life experience. Like, whatever, as
Yeah.
long as it's not hurting somebody else, people
Like,
can believe and do whatever they want. Like, who cares? That's good. Good for them. At least they found something that makes them happy.
Yes, dude, that's what I was gonna get
Like,
at. And when people
who
tell me
cares?
that they go to church and stuff, I'm stoked for them, dude. I'm like, that's good for you, man, because you could tell if it's good for them, then it's good for them. But like
Yeah.
you're saying, when it's not working, it's like,
Yeah.
I think it's detrimental sometimes
So,
too.
so had you ever been in a situation where, like, they're trying to, like, I don't know, give you the Holy Ghost, or have you have that feeling that everybody else is getting?
Back
and
in
you're
the
just,
day, yeah.
Yeah, and you're just like sitting there, like, I just don't feel it. I don't know what's happening. Like,
And I tried to feel it too. And
yeah,
I
me
just
too.
didn't,
Hella
like,
try. Yeah.
and I've felt spiritual things. It just, that was not one of them. That was like you're either one of the actors or you're not, and I wasn't one of the actors. Like, I tried to feel it, just,
I walked away from the church, just basic Christianity, when I was like 14, because I was in the youth group, which was cool because that's when like the punk movement was like Tooth and Nail. Remember Tooth and Nail, the record label? That was like the punk and ska of Christian music.
Like Christian music.
And so
that stuff was so funny. A lot of the Christian music that was supposed to be like secular musics.
Yeah.
And some of it was
secular.
Good. MXPX had good albums. Five Iron Frenzy. There was good music that came out of it. But I was sitting there in this classroom, and they were telling me how if someone comes to your door to tell them that their religion is wrong, and I was like, all right, I'm out. I'm not doing this because I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to tell someone else they're wrong.
Dude, they're all equally wrong, but if it works for someone and it gives them peace, good on them. As long as they're not forcing it down my throat.
Yeah, exactly. And
that's not going to turn out well for anybody.
So that church was trying to force something down my throat to force down. So I was like, I don't want to do that. I'm not going to be a part of this.
They wanted you to be like their minion, kind of like.
Yeah.
Like,
part of the divide.
Yeah. So that's like we've all said, whatever higher power, but I'm going to believe in one. I just don't care which one. Like, it's just, I know it's out there. There's something out there.
Yes. I think spirituality is great. It's religion that's like, I mean, it's like politics. Politics suck. It's just a division.
They both have the
things
same
that
goal
start wars.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because politics just wants poor people to hate rich people and black people to hate white people and whatever, just whatever we can do to hate each other is what politics is all about.
Yeah. Follow the ball.
Yeah.
Well, all they do is shady shit. All behind, gas prices. It's like, everybody pays attention to that. It makes me wonder what's going on, what else they're doing,
And now,
whatever. I don't worry about it. I'm not one of those conspiracy types, but
it's Biden's fault that the gas prices are up right now. Obviously,
Biden, dude. Biden's fault.
Biden is sitting there with like the gas prices going, let's raise them up. He has like a little button.
He's got a mixing board.
He controls all the gas prices. He's like, turn the gas up.
Right?
It's just silly.
I'm gonna dial it up a little bit.
How much power do they think this motherfucker has? Damn.
I mean, have you seen? Yeah, it's crazy. People are nuts.
As far as social media goes, he has all the power because
I guess
those
so.
are the.
I guess so, right?
It's either a supporter or a non-believer.
He does have a lot of power, even though I'm joking about it. He has, unfortunately, a lot of power.
Yeah, it's dumb.
But it is dumb, yeah.
So the guy I was thinking about earlier, just to bring it back, is Constantine. Was a political guy who decided to take things from the Bible that he didn't want in there. I do want to bring it back, though. Matt, do you have any of the recordings from the artists, the bands that you were in? Because I have lost all of those.
I have a bunch. Like I have Wise Guys. I have an old tape that I found that was a Jedi Mind Trick tape.
Hell yeah!
Like way back.
Do you want to explain
to
our viewers that we don't have what a tape is?
No shit, huh? It's funny because Barry and Mel and Drake were over one night, and I pulled out a Walkman and a tape, and then we just told him, like, how does this work? Like, what does it do? And then we told him it played music. He's like, we told him to figure out how, and he couldn't. Like,
he's like, where do the headphones
go? All of it. It was pretty fun.
Man, that's a trip.
Where do the headphones go?
He's like, I don't know. Maybe that's a drink, like a coaster or something.
He's like, where do you put the headphones?
Oh, that's a CD.
Paperweight? Yeah, no kidding, huh? Seriously.
Oh, check this out. What about these, bro? This is when I first started recording music. This is how we had to do it. You guys remember these?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we used to record. Like,
we used to use those for sound bites too, because we used a Tascam 4-track with a cassette.
That's what Tim and Joseph would start working on. But I still have a KOT demo on one of those.
Where's the machine at?
I've got the VS 880 and the VS, 1682, and I know that there's old music on there that I could mix.
But look, this is what we recorded on right here, right? This was the KOT album.
Yeah, I have that one. I might have your recordings on it.
Oh,
I'll have to check it. That's a 1680, right?
I've got the 20-year. No, this is the 880. The 1680 is.
But I have both. Like I have both the ones that we did all the recordings with. We used to link them too to get 24 tracks.
Crazy, dude.
Dude, it was how much work. Now I could just plug into my computer, like I'm in the studio and it's like,
dude, you can use this. You can use this. You know what I mean?
I mean, I can, but I think I'd rather just use the Mac. Like GarageBand is better than that thing.
Yeah, for sure.
It gives you way more control.
Are you still recording music and writing music, Matt?
Occasionally, like I was doing a lot of one takes and just posting them on YouTube. And I was going to do this idea. It's like just was cover bands or cover songs, but change them, like make them completely different. I was going to call it Mr. 880, or if I played with other people, Edward Mueller and the Counterfeiters. Because there was this guy in like 1930, he was counterfeiting $1 bills named Edward Mueller.
Oh, nice.
And they were such crap counterfeits, like just looked barely anything like the original. So that was the whole idea, is like make other songs and just change them up, you know? Like, I don't know. It was kind of fun for a while.
I mean, if you're going to do that.
And I write for my chick, but I haven't like recorded any of those.
You should just do really shitty covers.
See, that's the idea. Well, not shitty, but yeah, kind of shitty.
Really different.
Yeah. I've been actually playing more bass than anything else lately. It's kind of cool.
I haven't.
Man, we should get together. We fucking should get together and make some music, dude.
We should. I don't know why we're not. Well, because we're all busy, but
yeah, but it's also only an email away, really.
That's the truth, man. We could actually just do that.
Again, that's probably my fault. I don't know how to use that shit. Like all that equipment.
Man, it took me so long to get. That's what took me so long to get logged on. I had to remember email accounts and like all this crap. I was like, oh shit.
Tim, why don't you send me Matt's phone numbers so he can text me his email so I could send him some music that we haven't finished.
All right, hell yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Hell yeah.
Again.
So I've been wanting to do something with all my songs, all the KOT and Terrible Timing rejected songs.
That's fun stuff to work with. The whole reason I pulled the 1680 out actually was just to go back to old drum takes and just plug into my computer, load those on, and then I could track with those and use those to write.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I just kind of, at least it's something.
Yeah.
I mean, because I can play drums, but I don't have drums, and I'm mediocre on my best day at drums.
Really, dude, like I've been saying it for years, bro. Like, just find some drums. Fuck it. Like, there's only so many fucking drum beats. Like,
you know what I mean? Yeah. Same with songs.
Because we used to sit there and try to make a drum beat from scratch for like an hour, you know, and it's like, I don't know. And it's like we could have just dropped in some drums, added all the elements, wrote a song, you know, and then came back to it and tweaked on it and fixed it, you know. But
what do you use, Matt, to record?
Just this Mac. I use GarageBand.
Oh, GarageBand.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like it's pretty simple and straightforward.
Yeah.
And
I use Logic, which is basically the same thing. So
it's just, for me, it was there. It was on the computer, and I was like, it's better than the 880s, and it works.
Yeah.
Only problem is I got a new mixer, and it's like the preamp. Man, I've got to go through it and start from scratch and start over so that I can actually just come in and, you know, plug in whatever I want.
I know.
The technical stuff sucks, man. I'm not a big fan.
I like the technical stuff sometimes.
Well, I don't like setting it up.
Stupid. It never makes sense. It's like you could literally have
it's
everything
the smallest
set.
Little click.
Yeah, it's like everything's set up.
All of a sudden it works. Yeah.
And then you don't change anything, and then it starts working. You're like, what the?
I want to get Frankel over sometime because Frankel is great at that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, he can tool. Yeah, he is. He's a super smart guy.
It feels like work to him. I feel like sometimes.
Well, yeah, I could see that, but he makes it look easy. But you're really good at that too, Joseph.
No, hell no, not like Chris. I enjoy that aspect of it though. Like I enjoy like the technical part of it, and I enjoy like, I don't know, trying to be good at it. But no, hell no, nothing like Chris. Chris is
man. I just want to plug in and play. I just want to do the artistic part.
I feel that. Like Tim's more like that.
It's like
Tim's definitely more like that. I would say between us two, like he's more of like the entertainer, like on point, like ready to record. And I love to like sit there with his lyrics that he does record and just sit there and do whatever, you know, like
and make them sick.
Make them as much as I can or whatever. Like
So where me and Joseph like get like where we're different in the studio is like I want a solid take. He's like, no, I got all the words. I'll just make it. You know, and I'm like, no, dude, I want a fucking take. I want a solid take.
Yeah.
Like,
and I'm just hearing like
keep doing it, and then one of those takes is gonna be pure fucking gold.
And I'm hearing like what I could do with all these takes.
And then he's like, oh, I'm gonna chop it up and take this word from this take and put it over here with this take.
Sometimes it works really well. Sometimes you just knock it out in one take and we're done though too.
Yeah.
Well, go ahead, Mark.
What I was gonna say is
Son.
with Pops, what's up, man? Is with you guys with the reggae influence down here and then the rap influence over here, like that would probably turn out really well, you know.
You're right.
So
no, you're right. It is divided just like that too. Like,
yeah,
looking at the screen, not divided, but you know, like,
yeah, reggae and rap go hand in hand, and Matt's really good at it. So
I should do that.
You know.
Thanks.
I gotta pee, guys, real quick. Sorry, I gotta talking session on Tim.
Oh, he's out of the building. He's got his headphones off.
Matt,
Fucking painters.
What'd you start with? What was like your instrument that you started with, like when you first started playing music?
So in 6th grade, I got a saxophone.
Oh shit!
And I had to go to band. Like, I did it 6th, 7th, and 8th.
Did you hate it?
Piano instruments. You know, there was times when I liked it, but it was like your camping experience. I had to practice 30 minutes a day, every day.
Yeah.
That made me hate it, where otherwise I liked it. Like, it was cool if I could just pick it up when I want to.
Yep.
But it was like traditional, you know, school training. So it was like, it was very structured and not artistic. And I would much rather do things that are artistic than forced. And it felt very forced. And then I took piano, like it was like summer school class, just something to do. Get out of the house, get away from my parents. And that was cool too. Like, I learned a lot of just basic fundamental stuff, but I still, you know, I use that stuff still.
Yeah.
It's kind of,
I love
it was
how
enough.
Tim just walked out of his door and took a piss and then walked back in.
There's a laundry
like,
basket on the other side.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pee outside real quick.
Oh, me? Yeah.
So-
Oh, yeah. I just pee outside, dude.
And then did you?
Matt actually introduced me to punk rock. So
That's
like
crazy because Mark introduced me to punk rock.
And me.
So you're like my grandson.
you're the godfather.
Mark showed me.
I like that.
AFI
I like that
for the first
better.
time.
Grandson. That made me feel really old.
You sure Mark showed you AFI that I didn't show you AFI?
No, I remember like vividly when I heard the first time. I can remember like yesterday the first time I heard AFI in Mark's truck, like that white truck you had, Mark.
Dakota, yeah.
Yeah, the Dakota, and like just my mind being like completely blown. Like I fell in love with that band immediately, and I remember like vividly the first time I heard them.
Just before they turned to shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Opener in my studio.
Because I was obviously a late bloomer to them, you know. You guys were already into them for a couple of years before I even heard of them, and then Mark.
You know who? You guys probably don't remember him, but his name was Larry Romero. Do you remember Jared Coble?
Yes.
So Jared Coble had a cousin. He was like a Mexican dude, and he's real
I
short.
remember
He's
that.
hella good at skateboarding and shit.
Yeah, I remember
So
Jared's
he
cousin.
was friends with Davey Havoc.
Oh,
I remember there was a show. I don't think I got to go that first time, but they all went backstage and shit. Got to meet him and all that. But
That's
he used
cool.
to get tickets all the time, free tickets to the shows, and we'd go anytime they were in Berkeley or Oakland or somewhere close. We'd go. He'd had a little black knee.
I remember. I don't know if you were with me, but we went to a cafe in Stockton. I'm assuming you were with me because why wouldn't you be?
Yeah.
But we went to a small show and like MTV showed up and the cops just shut it down because that's when AFI just started blowing up. And so it was
I don't think I was there.
No, it was a small cafe in Stockton, and then the capacity was just a fire hazard. So they just showed up and like shut it down, and it never happened.
No, I don't remember.
You weren't
that.
there?
I don't think I was there.
I gotta take a break real quick, guys.
All right.
Who else I would have been with then at that time?
Joseph's gotta go poop.
Yeah.
You
Dude,
gotta go take
was it Dead Kennedys or Bad Religion, the first punk rock that I showed you?
Bad Religion, for sure.
That's better. I mean,
It
Dead
was
Kennedys
Bad
were
Religion.
alright for a while, but geez, man. Bad Religion's so much better. There's
you would
actually
always
thought
play-
involved.
You would play Bad Religion, Recipe for Hate, or REM, which is hilarious to me. You
Yeah,
loved
kinda-
REM.
A little bit. I have an eclectic taste. Always have.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. It was just, but so for my album buying experience, I tried to buy Recipe for Hate at a Blockbuster or Warehouse Music, which none of those exist anymore. And my mom's like, I'm not going to buy you this. And so I bought Generator from Bad Religion.
That's a better album anyway, actually.
It's actually one of my favorite albums.
Recipe for Hate, there's that song Kerosene. Like, really? Kerosene? Whole song.
Yeah.
Kerosene keeps me warm. Like, I don't know. That's that, and I Love My Computer have got to be their stupidest, dumbed down songs. Both catchy.
Bad Religion, but
I love Bad
Religion,
Religion,
dude. Bad Religion was like when my uncles and shit would make fun of me for listening to punk rock. I'll be like, well, this guy's a freaking college professor and he's all smart, and you guys are just idiots. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or like 10-foot pole. Like, this guy plays baseball, bro. You guys are stupid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They were great too. 10-foot pole, super good.
Oh,
I was one of my like favorite like punk band. And like they're not that. I don't know why they were my favorite, but they were, dude. Rev.
They were good.
Rev came out. The fucking album was so good, dude.
Because they were poppy as shit. Like they knew how to play the fast pop.
Yeah, it was fast. Like me, I like fast music. I like fucking bluegrass. I like hip hop, high energy hip hop, like Mac Dre, kind of West, like, you know, Bay shit. Like that's what I've realized in my age. I'm like, you know, I like shit that's fast. Like I like country, but I like more bluegrass than I like country. Because Jason, have you seen Yellow?
Like the dueling banjos and.
Yeah, maybe not so much that, but just like, you know.
Man.
What?
So anyways,
if you think about it,
this dude at work was playing this shitty fucking pop country shit. And he's like, yeah, but listening to country because I'm watching the show Yellowstone. I'm like, this ain't fucking country, dude. He's like,
no,
what
it's
do you mean this
Walmart
ain't country?
country.
I'm like, dude, you fucking got the word. I was like,
You know
Jason Coltharp. I told him, I'm like, man, I used to think that you had a pretty decent like taste in music, bro, but like now I'm not so sure. He came back the next day. He's like, hey, dude, I went home last night and had my wife go through my playlist, and you're right, dude. I was like, you like I fucking hit you that hard on. He's like, yeah, dude, it hurt my feelings that you said that. And he's like, but you're right. And I was like, you want to hear some real country music? So one day I played him like real fucking country music, you know, and he's like, oh, and then bluegrass. I got into the bluegrass shit. I'm like, this is like, oh, fucking Joseph's back. I was like, this is like punk rock country, bro. Because he's listening to like pop music. I'm like, this is the fucking.
You ever hear Hank 3?
Yeah, Hank 3.
That's pretty fun to listen to, especially what is it, Dick and Dixie?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm here to put the Dick and Dixie in the back in country. That shit is funny, man. Chris DeVries showed me that. Like
Country Heroes is my favorite. Country Heroes is such a good song, but just to think about the way, like if you look at like 40s and 50s music, like they had the big band shit, and so it was kind of like they had the Rolling Toms, you know,
dude, and they're all playing jumbos, like super jumbos.
Yeah,
like
and so
those acoustics. I just got one. Those things sound so awesome.
Wait, what'd you get? The big old a drum?
No, the
jumbo guitar, right?
Yeah, an Epiphone extra jumbo or super jumbo. These.
Have you guys ever seen Dewey Cox Block Hard?
Gosh, like this boxy ass guitar.
Oh, okay.
Just that whole era.
The mascot of the show has returned.
Nice.
Yeah, she's talking.
Dude, I love cats and I'm allergic.
Really?
Sucks, man. Because there's so
somebody
many.
Somebody needs to come with like a pill.
Right.
A pill allergy. A pill for people who are allergic to cats.
Yeah, so like if you like I love cats, but I'm allergic. You know, so
yeah.
take this pill, bro.
Yeah, but then it's like I don't want to take extra pills either, but at the same time, I would for that.
What kind of side effects?
I didn't know I liked cats until I got a cat. Like I thought I was a dude, so I had to be a dog person, and then I got a cat.
Why can't you be both?
But
it's the same as
Yeah,
creation
it was
and evolution. You can have both, man.
Yeah, it was kind of a masculinity thing for me, where I was
This is
like,
the
"Yeah, I
really
don't want a cat."
It's okay.
I feel like cats.
That was fed to me, That was put into me by
indoctrinated.
People.
What are you gonna say, Paul?
Thank you.
Indoctrinated.
Indoctrinated.
Indoctrinated. You've been indoctrinated.
I was gonna say that cats.
My dog Terfil.
Are super hit and miss too, though, because I've had a cat that I fucking loved that was super sweet, and I've had a cat that I hated that was super mean that fucking hated me. You know what I'm saying?
You don't know. Yeah, you don't really know where they come from. If you get it as a super little kitten, you could kind of.
And everything in between. Like cats are, their range is a lot more than dogs. Like their range of attitudes and fucking.
Yeah, and they don't need us. Cats really don't need.
Yeah,
you.
of course. That's the bottom line. Yeah.
So it's like
dude,
like some of them are gonna love you. It's gonna eat you.
It's gonna eat you, bro.
Your dog will starve, but that cat is not going unfed.
Your dog will probably bounce before it eats you, dude. But a cat would be like, "Fuck it."
A cat's like, "Nah, you're still gonna feed me for another week anyway."
Your food now,
dude. My cat's a little murderer, dude. My cat's hella cool. His name's Fitz. But yeah, I do dead birds and lizards all the time. That dude is just.
I love how proud they are when they do that. Like they're so proud.
Because we have a dog
really
door, so he comes in the dog door and he'll just be like,
he's like, yeah, that's right. I caught a fucking head.
It's crazy that you actually get dead animals, because this one just brings in live animals.
Well, he brings them like
it's like, hey, look at this.
Well, they're never dead.
So I have birds in my house.
Yeah, that's same. Emma will like, Dad, there's a bird in here. It's like smacking into the walls, and the cat's flying through the air, grabbing them. Or he's like tossing them around in the air, poor little things. I feel so bad for him. Like, oh man, you little sucker.
I've had to kill birds and
put them out of their misery.
And rabbits, because I'm just like, damn it, like I can't.
That sucks. I have to kill a rabbit. I know I've had to put a couple out of their misery too, and I always feel bad about it. But we had the boys.
I could not be a farmer.
Yeah, it's rough, dude. It's hard.
Hurting an animal? Hell no, man.
Oh my god. I don't even want to tell my story about that.
Oh, what'd you have to do?
Oh man.
When I had community service one time, I had to work at the pound. It was fucking terrible.
Hell no.
Terrible.
Dude, I would have too many dogs if I worked at a pound.
Yeah, it was
like
rough.
This one's getting put down. No, it's not.
It was like
home, buddy.
It was like walk these dogs, feed these dogs that are all gonna get put down in like a week. Like, but take care of them all for you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it
sucks.
Is that when you worked for my mom?
Yep.
There's another funny story tied in with that.
And then because I showed up one day when I was hella hungover. Is that what you're talking about?
But you were honest, and it fucked you
over. Honesty always fucks me over, of course.
You should have just told a little white lie.
All I had to do was lie and say that I wasn't high.
Allergies,
yeah, whatever. But
like,
I was honest.
He's like, well, last night I got drunk and high. She's like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Because it was like through the police department here in town.
Yeah.
He needed community service. My mom was like, you know what? I'll help you out, and you could work at the dog shelter. Because I was telling my mom, I was like, Joseph needs help. I don't know. She's like, I'll hook him up. So then,
damn, your mom has tried to save us all, huh? Well, other than Matt.
And with Dennis, she used to always tell Dennis. She'd be like, Dennis, next time they fucking ask to search your car, tell them no. You know what I mean?
Like, dude, I got arrested like every other week for a little while there in Ripon. Like, seriously, it's crazy.
They were honest, dude.
That was the worst. Like when they pull you over. Do you know why I pulled you over? Just say no.
Yeah, no. DWW.
Like, I remember they were at the point where they were like, hello, Mr. Juarez. Hello, Mr. Leon. Hello, Mr. Solis. Hello, Mr. O'Laughlin. Like, all of us, like, and we were all just getting in trouble for like a couple months there. We were getting fucked up. Always fucking with us.
It was probably because of me, dude, because my mom worked for the police department. She was a dispatcher.
And no, it's because we were all shitty assholes.
I was a shitty asshole. I was doing
that.
We were shitty assholes.
Because that's
guilty by association.
Yeah, I one of the reasons I left Ripon is because every cop at the time would be like, Mr. Nealon. I'm like, son of a bitch.
Yeah.
So, and your mom tried one time because I got pulled over with Reese. Reese was freaking out because he was like 13 or 14.
Yeah.
And
Classic Reese.
Yeah, I was getting pulled over, and your mom's on the phone, and she's just like, "Hey, that's a brand new truck, the Dakota you were talking about, Joseph. Can you not tow it?" And they're like, "Of course we're going to tow it." And it was just like, "Oh, what the hell?"
She tried.
And then, yeah, she tried.
She tried.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, she always is looking out for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though she hated most of us, she was like, I'll try.
Your mom is just that tough love, man. Your mom is like, she's stern and she don't give a fuck, and she's tell you how it is, and it's just tough love.
That's why people that love my mom, but not everybody likes my mom because she's real as fuck. She's like, I don't give a fuck.
Exactly, and that's why I like her. That's why I love her.
When she was fucking don't listen.
She was much harder on Tim than her friends, but some reason she allowed us to be friends with Tim still.
Like I love consistency, and your mom was consistent. Like she was always the same way. You know what I mean? That's what I like really love. Cause like if you're like an asshole to me every day, I respect that. But if you're like a dick to me one day and then you want to be my friend the next, I fucking hate that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, true. Your mom is really badass, son.
My mom?
Yeah. She always was really cool. Like I haven't seen her in years, but yeah, she was always really good and consistent. Exactly like Joseph said.
Good old Dar.
It actually took a long. I actually had to kind of train my mom.
He broke her down, dude. I think a little.
You had to. I did the same with my dad. Like my dad could have been just a dick, but he got so cool toward after.
Yeah.
After fucking with him for so long, he actually turned into be like just a lot happier too. He stopped taking things so serious.
Yeah.
Which was cool.
That's like Ted too. Ted has turned out to be pretty chill now.
Well, or Ted maybe he's cool now. Like we talked the one time and he was just like, he's like, because he's super traditional, like raised on a farm, super traditional, you know what I mean?
Hated music, which is weird.
He was just such a different kind of dude.
Hated music, period. Yeah. No, I didn't hate this kind of music. He just hated music in general.
He never listened to music ever in his life.
Damn. Dude. I don't know how anybody could do that.
That's a terrible start.
Cool, he's cool. He's just basically like, he's like, I'm proud of you because like you always just did shit your own way. And I'm kind of like, not envious, but like he respects that, like I just kind of did it because it was against the grain, it wasn't like it was easy. Like I chose the hard way,
It's more about
that he appreciated like that, So I don't know. The follow through, that's what he says. You always follow through, and I like that. So I don't know. So we're cool now. He treats my mom good, so I fucking love him. You know what I mean? Takes care of.
That's all that matters.
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
for sure. Faux show. He puts up with her shit on the daily, bro. That fucking dude is a saint.
He puts up with her shit.
Saint Ted Johnston. Oh, dude. Now he's retired now, man. He's living the life. Nice to me. He's living the life. He's always been cool. He's
always been cool to me.
He wanted me to be like a certain way, but he didn't come into my life until I was like 13, 12, or 13.
You had already formed who you were by the time.
I was like, dude, I was the man of the house, bro. You know what I mean? And my mom was just cool. My mom just like I was free, dude. Like I could just pretty much, as long as I fucking had those rules, you fucking are in at street lights. Don't fucking talk back ever. You know what I mean? It was like pretty simple, dude. It was like as long as I just got good grades, which was easy. I was fucking coasting, and then we met Ted, and it was just like fucking weird, dude. Like I couldn't say the word but.
I couldn't go that was my question.
Like you couldn't say, but I was over here.
I couldn't say dang it was like, and I had been like, and my mom, dude.
Matt,
so I'm like,
dude,
like I never cuss, man.
And it turns out I had a bottle opener in here anyway. I was like, dude, how about a microphone? Cheers.
Oh, nice, dude.
Cheers.
Wait, that way, right? Is that lining up right?
No. Oh, nice, dude.
I wish I had a shot to take right now with you guys.
I know, me too. I had
go get you one.
I I know this might be tough for you, Matt, but your family, or your pops passed away, right?
Mom and dad within like under 2 months.
They're both.
And
gone.
dad went first, which was a huge surprise. It was crazy. Like, it's
Man.
funny, like going through all the trust stuff. Like he had already cashed out his life insurance because he figured he's going to live longer, and we all did.
Damn.
He was 10 years older, but he was way healthier.
Right.
Well, apparently not, but seemed.
Damn it.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was like 58 days. It was something crazy. It was around 2 months.
How old were they?
Dad was almost 79. Mom was
Oh shit.
69.
Damn.
I hope I make
Is
it.
your how's your brother doing? No.
He's all right. He lives in a trailer behind a church.
Okay.
We're definitely different animals, you know, whatever.
Yeah,
as long
for
as
sure.
he's doing well, he's doing the best he can. He's a security guard.
Right on.
But,
So
yeah, he enjoys
so
it, so that's all that matters, I guess. As long as he's happy.
Back in the day when I first met you, and you were showing me Bad Religion and REM. Who was
You
You
say
know what?
REM?
I haven't heard REM in so long. and now I'm
REM?
like-
I was like not expecting
I
to
used to
hear
listen
that.
to REM back in the day.
That's
Yeah. It was
hella
like
funny.
Dallas Stein got me into it.
who was
Like
the
that-
other guy though that you used to skate with? John something.
Oh, Kashard?
Is
Boy,
he?
that was a strange character.
Do you still keep in touch with him or?
He lives like in the Midwest somewhere. I think I don't know.
Bad
Facebook.
Religion and REM.
Yeah.
I know, what a crazy like.
I love that combination.
So tape deck and you
Like
had a
here's
truck.
REM, here's Bad Religion, or the other way around. Either way, it's just a funny
Take 2
combination.
of these and call me in the morning.
He had a single cab truck with a tape deck at the time.
What
Right?
REM song was
Yeah.
like the main song at that time?
Which one? Losing My Religion?
Everybody heard
Is that when that was
well,
out?
that's right. Yeah,
that.
I listen to like Orange Crush and like the different.
Oh yeah.
It wasn't
That's the
those
album,
or, or Shiny Happy People. It wasn't that kind of stuff. It
So
was like
they were
like
like-
more
So they had like
soulful,
They were like
not like the
rock.
weird.
so there's like a whole REM that I probably don't even know about then.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's actually
Ah.
some good stuff.
I gotta
They're
check
like-
that shit out.
They're like,
Yeah, it wasn't like
would it
what's
be
the
safe to
frequency
say that they're like
after those
rock?
weird
Okay.
ones.
Yeah,
It was
okay.
they're like Orange Crush. Just check out Orange Crush. Like
Okay.
that was a good song. There's other
Yeah,
I like
because
some heavy.
Not
They had
that
some
not
heavy
that those famous
The heavier
REM
stuff
songs
is
are
better.
bad. They're good songs. Like
they're so light and like
yeah.
I mean just phony. Like come on,
Yeah.
Shiny Happy People, really?
Yeah.
You went a little
Let's say-
too far with that one, bud.
They
Shiny Happy
got
People. Is it Shiny Happy People Holding Hands? Is that the chorus or whatever?
Yeah, terrible.
Yeah, that's pretty
Like,
bad.
Awful.
Yeah.
That is an awful song. But then again, like a lot of my
What
buddy
about Losing My Religion?
the
You
other
think
day,
that's
like
pretty.
a bunch of 80s. Turns out the 80s songs, they were really proud of their choruses. So many repetitive stuff, like over and over and over and over. Like, really, we need to hear it that many times?
Dude, it's
well.
still
That's
it's still
repeating
like
with
that.
music. Yeah.
It's still, dude. Right now, it's
It's
still.
still the
It's
formula.
back to that.
It's
Yeah.
like,
Well,
got
I
a
mean-
catchy freaking 8-bar hook. Let's do it 17 times.
But it's
Yeah.
so much
Going like-
catchier if you only do it twice. Like if you're
Yeah.
But
you
dude,
don't
I'm
need to do the
a
whole outro where you're singing like working that 9 to 5 or something weird, like just to go
Hey,
like
dude.
random.
I am a proponent to like releasing a couple radio songs, but
I
then
mean,
have
I'm-
your real shit on the album. You know what I mean?
That's-
Like,
But
That's not a bad idea.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean,
Like,
I
have
understand. I
always been a
understand the
proponent of
formula.
that. I'm like, dude,
But-
I'll put out 3 songs out of a 10-song album that are garbage that I'll never listen to if it's going to
Yeah,
get me
but-
on the radio. You know what I mean?
But,
I'm
but you
down.
can make them catchy and still soulful. Like you don't have to like.
Yeah,
Well,
of course.
That's my
I mean,
only thing.
it's
I
cool.
love the idea of catchy. Why would you write a song that's not catchy in the first? Like the whole idea is to get your message out.
Yeah, dude.
To add to
know,
what you're
but-
saying about the 80s loving choruses and how bad they were, I was just thinking about how like it took absolutely nothing to write Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. That was like the whole chorus. The days of the
Yeah.
week.
Yeah, that's
So-
bad.
Being in a band with Tim, I did notice, and especially recording with Barry, Tim would write catchy songs and love songs or pop songs, which I was young and I was like, oh fuck, that's not punk, fuck you. But while recording with Barry, Tim's like, I'm not gonna repeat shit. Like I'm gonna every time I'm gonna say something different. And so while recording, Barry would be like, if this is the chorus, just do it this way over and over. And Tim's like, nah, that's not what I'm going to do.
I liked because I like changing, like changing one little line. Like, what was the line? There was one time that was like, I said, I got to get out of this town. And then at the last chorus, I said, I got to get back to this town because it made sense in the story of the song. But like Barry's like, no, the chorus has to repeat. We record the chorus one time and I'll drop it in. And I'm like, no, the third chorus wraps up the fucking song, dude. But I did what they said. And I think back of all these times I listened to these dumb fucks.
And regret it.
I should have just did what I wanted to do, you know?
Well, you also did waiting. Go ahead.
The chorus, like the idea is it gives an anthem. Like people can listen and sing along with it. It's easy because then you can just remember one part of the song and sing along and you're happy.
Yeah.
But changing up, like I like that definitely. That's something I get behind. Like changing up one thing, and then it keeps you on your toes as a listener too.
Yeah, then you know the real one.
Yeah, you start to notice it.
Yeah, exactly.
You're that stage and you see the guys singing, and you see the guys that sing it a little bit different on that last one. You're like, oh, that's a real one. I'm gonna go talk.
It's an Easter egg.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
It's something to look forward to.
I remember waiting our prodigies when you made up your own word, which was fun to watch. And then there was another song where Barry's like, just do it the same way. And you're like, nah, I'm not going to do that. And then I was like, it was that one time that we were locked. He was like, you're going to be locked in. You know, Matt remembers the garage that we were just locked into the studio. And he's like,
oh, it's 1644?
Yeah. Bring
at Arno?
Jacktone Road Records. Bring your beer, bring your weed. Yeah. Bring your girls, whatever you have to do, but you're not leaving this spot. And that was
I missed those days, dude. I missed that shit.
I literally missed a lot of those days.
Where's that at? Is that at Matt's house or?
That was like
it's Arno's.
Yeah, Barry's house. Yeah, Arno's house.
Oh, Barry's house.
Yes.
Where
he lives now. Arno.
He lives there now. It's just a garage now, though. Sadly,
he took it out.
It's just a regular old 2-car garage now.
Man, that sucks.
So I think the washroom is like there, but then when you open the bedroom door, it's just the garage. It's sad, dude.
Yeah, we recorded. What was it?
1,000 songs there.
We recorded a lot. That was our practice place.
Hold on.
The Save Matt EP was recorded there.
Really? I never asked that question.
My two contributions were recorded in the washroom. I remember sitting right in front of the DAT mixer, was sitting on top of the dryer. I was sitting right in front of the dryer recording.
Hold on,
Before
we get into any of this, I have to ask if Matt remembers. You tried to record me having sex once.
No fucking way.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That'd have been.
And it was hilarious because.
How come it wasn't successful then?
Pornos
because you walked in.
I'm sure it was for that song, porno song.
You walked in so many times to be like, "Oh, I forgot something," and then you would like try to hit something, and then I was just like, "What are you doing, dude?" And you're like, "Don't worry about it." And
dude,
then the next day,
I miss my 20s so much on some levels. But then there's some things that are like, dude, you know, some things just, I'm glad that's not a thing.
It was hilarious.
damn.
You
Because I was
think of
like,
way different things, and everything's cool. Like different things are okay in your 20s. That is really, that sounded really weird to hear, actually.
No, I thought it was hilarious though, because if you would have just asked,
Sure, but still,
like, yeah, just do it. But you kept walking in trying to hit buttons.
I have like
It
1,000.
was like 2 or 3 times that you were just like, oh, hold on, I forgot.
I feel what you're going through right now, Matt, because I have like 1,000 of those.
So it's a trip, right? 'Cause
I have 1,000 more stories too. I'm sure, you know, like
just those like those things that you just thought was, not flattering that you're
funny. Normal or funny at the time.
Yeah, there's a lot of that.
Obviously, like goes to show how close all of us were. Like where it's like, you know, whatever.
It's kind of crazy.
Dude, I would never. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was just saying. I actually lost train of my thought. Go ahead.
I lost the train of mine too, and thankfully, I think it's better.
I think we need to move on.
Next topic.
Next topic, dude.
Wow.
Next topic. So hey, earlier when I was going to ask you about traveling, I was going to see if you.
And the next guest is another elephant in the room.
Have you been to? Have you been out of country at all?
I've been in Mexico, and that's it. Like I've been to Hawaii. Hawaii was rad, man. I know Mexico doesn't count. That's a good question.
Did you go to TJ or did you go deeper in Mexico?
It was deeper. What was it called? Dude, I forget. It was on a cruise. So
okay. So you went probably down by those beaches, like on the
Cozumel.
Yeah.
No, I'd have to look at the shot glass. I forget. Like I always forget. It wasn't like one of the normal.
I'd have to look at the shot glass.
Yeah, I mean, like shot glasses from there.
I love it.
So was it West Coast or East Coast or?
If you went on cruise, probably West Coast.
It was West Coast, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, we got a comment. Somebody wants
Yeah, it wasn't like
Someone's in here?
Yeah, they want to know how Matt likes the Rickenbacker bass.
the Rickenbacker is badass, man. Like the scale is nice. It plays really well. You can actually plug you can plug 2 amps into it too. Like the Rickenbacker has like 2 jacks. So
No way.
I mean it plays awesome. Yeah, it's got 2, so I don't know. It plays like a dream. I don't want to talk about how much it costs, but it was worth it.
Hey Matt, can you finish? Really well. Can you finish your progression?
It's beautiful.
Can you finish your progression through music for me? We stopped at piano. Remember you were telling me you played the saxophone, then you.
I started playing guitar later.
Okay.
I was probably around 18 or 19 when I started, and I learned wrong at first. It was like just 2-3 strings at a time.
That's what I had always thought, that you was a guitar player, you know, from like what I
acoustic.
Yeah, I learned like when I was like 18.
Okay.
Well, or started to. Like you're never gonna stop learning. But yeah. And then bass is like I played off and on, but I mean, come on. If you can play guitar, you can play bass. It's just scales. Just learning how to play and where to play it.
Scales are so much easier on a
piano. It's so different when you're different close to the pickups. Yeah. Well, yeah. Like makes sense.
On a computer or on a computer.
It's like because everything's in line.
So hard. Yeah, everything's in line.
Yeah,
exactly,
yeah. I've never been good at guitar or bass, and I kind of do have trouble like understanding where everything is because
shit, I forgot about that song.
Piano just makes it so much easier.
So that's you and Barry.
Yeah.
In the height of COVID, apparently.
Yeah, it was. Barry was like, I'm like, you're sitting behind me. Like, I can't wear a mask and sing. I don't know. I still need to actually record this song right, though. I want to do a 1 take. I still have that stupid playhouse in my backyard, and I need to get it back to my neighbor. But I want to be inside the house.
This house is too big.
I changed the vocal line on this, too.
Dude, the best thumbnail ever too. You sitting there,
dude. You know what's awesome about that?
Is that you naked? Sorry, I just jumped in here.
No, I have shorts on and flip flops.
You got sunglasses on, dude.
That's You know what's awesome about that? That's before I shattered my collarbone. That's scar-free, Matt.
That's
Oh, you got a new one. Let's see it.
What's that?
Let's see the new scar.
How did you shatter your collarbone?
Bombing a hill on my longboard.
Oh, I remember seeing that. Yeah.
Can you see
Oh,
it?
damn.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't see it.
Colored. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
pretty
we can
gnarly,
see it.
man. Dude, there's like 14 screws and 3 plates in me.
Ow.
Jesus. Bionic man.
That shit fucking sucked, I'll tell you what.
I bet. Ugh.
Good neck.
Good neck.
Dude, and then it was right after superintendent on a job that week because my super went on vacation, left me in charge. I had 2 apprentices, and one of the apprentices was filming me bomb the hill. I'd bombed that same hill like the week before, but I got new trucks.
What do you do again?
I'm a carpenter.
Carpenter, okay.
Yeah, union.
Jesus.
Yeah, so anyway, dude, I started getting speed wobbles because my trucks weren't tight enough. I couldn't make my turn to slow down, so I just aimed for the dirt, thinking that'll slow me down. Fucking slowed me down way faster than I wanted to slow down.
Jesus.
So I jump up, put my hat back on, one of my shoes back on, and start running up the hill laughing. And then it felt like a bag of rocks in my shoulder. So I reached up because I'd broken my shoulder way out here like a couple years before, doing a not so cool story. Just getting out of the spa and I tripped, like just
some old man shit.
Yeah.
I'm getting out of the bathtub and I slipped.
I knew
thought
that
it was
I
gonna
couldn't
be
lift
like
my
worse than
arm.
that.
No, it was just stupid.
Like that was not bad at all. Like I thought it was gonna be way worse, but it was like
it wasn't cool.
It was kind of
wasn't
sweet though.
going
It was
like-
like-
But it wasn't like going 35 miles an hour on your longboard and then breaking it cool. It was just like,
Yes.
it's embarrassing. Like, it made me feel like an old man. So I lift my arm because I knew that I couldn't if I re-broke the same area. And it just shifted, like the x-ray pulled it like 2 inches out in the surgery. That shit, the surgery is what hurt. But I was up in Arnold. So I had to drive like an hour and a half. I called Kaiser and they're like, yeah, you have to go to a Kaiser because I have Kaiser. So the closest one was Manteca. So I had to drive an hour and a half through like
with that, with a broken, shattered collarbone.
Yeah. So I'm like, I had my apprentice pull off my shirt and tie it like a sling, and I'm cruising back. I get out of the car and I didn't even realize that I sprained my ankle until I got out of the car and I was like, fuck.
Because you just been chilling and like.
No, because I was just feeling this. Like I wasn't feeling anything about the other injuries.
I actually have. Go ahead, Justin.
It was a blast.
It's funny when you said that you were embarrassed of your other story of how you broke your shoulder, because I just thought it was going to go totally the other way. I thought you were going to be doing something crazy, like when you were drunk or something, and but you were like, oh, I slipped and fell.
Joseph's mind is like, oh man, that story.
I was buzzed, but yeah. I knocked over like this patio heater and ran into this table that I built, and that's how from the tripping out of the spa like an idiot.
So I do know that at going back to the Santa Cruz stories and San Francisco stories, I actually had to drive the Blazer, which you definitely know. You broke the window.
What?
But,
me? I did.
Tim,
I was like, no,
Tim broke the window.
Windows.
The back window. But I actually had to drive home. I think it was actually San Francisco that I drove home on a broken ankle. So I was driving.
Cheers.
Right. Yeah.
There we are. All backwards.
God damn it.
Dude, I just did the same thing.
But I had to drive home left-footed from San Francisco with a broken ankle.
With a broken ankle from San Francisco.
Yeah.
His anal was blown out.
Well, yeah.
I guess the stories are true.
There's any place to break your anal.
Yeah.
Let's hear
what I
that
was
story
going.
next.
I said ankles. Come on.
Can we hear that story next, please? We got audio. Matt actually recorded audio of that situation.
And then
Well fucking played. Fuck Tim, you're on.
the other story is I used to have a Rickenbacker because
What do you think
Brian
of it?
stole. Well, at that time, I was I didn't know how to play bass. I still don't know how to play it. But Brian stole equipment from a church.
It wasn't Brian.
I remember
It
that.
wasn't-
No, see, Barry got his Music Man that way, right?
Yeah.
From Brian.
That's what I'm talking. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. It wasn't.
Yeah.
Rickenbacker.
I knew that he got that. He still has it. I tried to buy it from him, like before I bought the
Mark
rig.
it. We've got some symbols for
He
it. or
kept like
something.
pushing me around, like, dude, I'll give you like price. I wound up spending 3 times
who
as much.
stole it?
I got something first.
Don't call him out.
It was not him. It was like
Okay.
I don't know.
it was one of the
I don't know who
tweakers
stole
here
it.
in town. It was one of the infamous tweakers here in town. The
Okay,
tourists.
I know who you're talking about now.
There's like a handful of them, but
Yeah,
tall one.
but it was funny because I traded Barry for cymbals because Brian needed cymbals at the time or something. I had no idea what I had in my hand, and then
Dude, those things are nice. Music Men are really nice.
yeah,
And that
And
was
then-
a Stingray too, right?
Yep.
yeah.
It wasn't
then-
a Sterling. It was the actual Music Man. Like
Yeah.
the Sterlings are they're like Epiphone of Gibson.
Right.
Don't say Squire or Fender because that's not even close. Epiphones are cool. Squires are crap.
And then the other thing that happened was like we did that situation, and then back in the day, Barry traded me or sold me a Randall amp. I don't remember what the deal was, but so this Randall head that I really didn't need, he gave it to me because I needed it at the time. He sold it to me for $75, and then I sold it to somebody else for $125. He's like, "You owe me money." I was like, "Nah, we made a deal." So I made a better deal.
You owe him money for being a good businessman?
Well, it was just that was the funny thing that happened. It was just like, okay, I'm not going to do that. Sorry.
I love that. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
This is off subject. I just love that your name backwards like actually spells something. It's kind of crazy. I was just tripping out on that right now. Cram DNA link.
I know Cram DNA. Link.
Like it almost makes sense. It's kind of crazy.
It's like the link. If you want to get more marks, you just click this link
That's
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
fucking
for more
fast.
marks. You need to give you a little vial of his DNA.
Yeah, Cram DNA link. This is the Cram DNA link we have for Mark.
The Cram DNA link for Mark. You just cram it on in, and then you get it. Here's your vial of Cram.
Sorry,
Cram
Mark. I
it
didn't
in.
mean to interrupt.
No, that's fine.
That could be a mixture with talking cocking with your
Right?
with him.
Does anybody
think-
know who? Does anybody know who Speak with Friends is? Is this just a random viewer, or is this somebody?
I hope.
It might.
That's awesome.
It might be.
Who are you? He's a wizard, apparently.
Who was on last
I-
time? Zach.
I don't know, but
maybe?
he's right. The neck is pretty damn good on the Ricks.
Yeah, he says the Ricks.
It's
The Ricks-
probably a friend of Matt's because he promoted, you know?
I don't know. I mean, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. None of the bassists I know play Ricks.
This is the most viewers we've ever had.
Have Music Man or Fenders.
Do we have viewers?
Really? How many?
We have 2, and then it goes to 3. And it keeps popping up to 3. It pops up
That's
to 3
huge.
every couple of times. Dude. That's awesome.
Hey,
it's amazing.
you know,
We're growing.
whatever
We're growing.
I can do to help out, you know. Like,
It's working. It's working.
that's
My
huge.
brother was saying that he goes, you guys are just having like all the most famous people in ripping on your show.
Hell yeah, we are. That's
Hey,
what
we
we're
gotta
doing.
start- we
He was
gotta
like
start with our
Reese, Barry, Matt. It's just like a ripping highlight, like
highlight reel. There's like a
Oh,
reunion. Yeah, dude. It's all the famous people from Rippin', dude.
He's all excited. He's like,
Man,
gets excited of who's on next and stuff. He's like, "Ooh, who are you guys gonna have next?" And he'll say somebody from like Nick. What do you say, Nick Ratto or like?
No, it's gonna be Nicholas Joseph. We're gonna have Josh Johnson on here. Yeah, it's gonna be just ripping people.
Dominic.
When are you gonna have Frankel on? Has he been on?
Not yet.
Yeah, we actually pushed him back because of you. You were so excited.
Come on.
No, you were just like, "Hey, dude, I'm tomorrow."
I was excited. Fuck, man, I haven't seen you guys for so long.
I know, it's been forever.
That's great.
How's your backyard going?
It's a jungle out there.
Yeah,
it makes me wonder sometimes.
From going under.
Broken glass everywhere.
No, it's definitely a jungle, dude. Coming back from Santa Cruz to the valley, at least going in my backyard feels good. Like it looks different. It's like a park back there.
That's awesome.
That's sick, it's okay. Makes me feel better when I'm back there.
I miss Santa Cruz. I go at least once a year. I love Santa Cruz.
You just went recently, didn't you?
Dude,
no.
What's crazy about Santa Cruz, dude, is it is two different cities by day and by night, dude.
Oh, for sure. Definitely.
It is like two different places, dude.
Dude, like it was probably 2 months ago. We went to the beach all day, then we went to like this cool little Mexican restaurant, super good. And we had to wait. There was a long line, so we started walking, the strip. There was this dude, this kind of hippie looking dude selling artwork, like prints out of his van. So he's also doing like signed ones and then adding a little bit of like, different, I don't know, flair or like, custom stuff on the prints. And so it was cool. It was like, oh, rad. We're getting art and like buying art together. So we get like, I don't know, better deal than if we bought one or two. So we buy 3 pieces, get them home, and he's signed different names, like on 2 of them. And so I looked it up. This fucking counterfeiting art and just doing a little bit of fucking shit to him. I don't know, kind of cool.
Wait, what?
But it not. He was just like he made prints of other people's art, was pretending that he was the artist. And then he's doing little like you could just buy the prints for like, I don't know, $10-$20 each. And then you could buy the other ones for like 30, like, and then he signs them. Well, so we got the signed ones and he signed 2 different names. And so I looked it up, like one of the artists, it was like actually a chick out of like San Diego or Santa Barbara or something. And he just put 1 different letter. Like, I wish I would have Googled it first. Like his name, because I would have called him out. Like, what the fuck? He
was signing them as other artists
with 1 letter changed in the name.
Dude,
but he fucked up by doing 3 of them, and then like so he signed the same name on 2 and a different on the other one. So otherwise, I would have never questioned it. I would have been like, "Oh, this is rad. I got this, this cool art from
a little hustle, man."
Yeah, but it kind of fucked up for the artist. Like, I mean, it is a hustle, but it's like for the artist. I mean, I'm an artist too. I hate that idea. Dude, like somebody using my art and then just doing like some.
So you bought 3 of them. So yes. he got the money out of 3 selling fakes. If you only would have bought 1,
I know, but I though. So now if I see him again selling the art, I'll call him out for sure. Like make sure people at least know what they're getting.
Damn, that's like, crazy.
It's like somebody playing covers and saying that they wrote all of them.
And say exactly the same, man. Actually, it's like I do covers too, but I make sure
that'd be like.
That's the whole idea. It's like.
Yeah,
it's an ode or whatever.
Because the Mr. 880 stuff is like so different. You might not recognize. So I have to put like who the original artist is, But this dude,
crazy, dude.
No, not even a thought. He's like, this is what I'm going to make money on. I'm going to just sell other people's art and like drop a couple dots and sign it with a different 1 letter off. Then like, what the hell? And people were lined up. It was really good art. So a bunch of people are just lined up. He was raking it in, like
Dude,
made me think, like not like to counterfeit others, but make prints of my own art and do that. You know,
Yeah.
like
I
what
mean,
the
I
hell
would
you
never
spend
like
like
scam anybody, but the science
No.
of scams always like really interests me, you know, because it's like if these
And it
fools-
seems so
these
simple,
fools could
that one.
yeah, like they could, yeah, dude, it's just
It's like,
interesting.
I'm
Like they're
surprised more
thinking
people
on a
don't
whole
do it,
different
actually.
level, dude.
Yeah,
There's
I'm
a lot.
actually
There's
surprised
a lot of
that more
like
people don't do
Netflix
that.
movies
It's so easy.
doing that.
You go to
Yeah.
Kinko's. I don't know if Kinko's exists anymore,
You
but
probably do it at
you know,
home, dude. Honestly,
you're right.
nowadays, a lot
Yeah,
of
just-
technology is pretty accessible.
I miss
you know, like,
Kinko's.
there's not a big.
we
I mean,
made
look,
all
we're
our
doing a
band stickers
freaking-
back
we're doing a-
then, and our flyers.
Yeah,
And,
exactly.
Yeah.
I miss Kinko's too.
Yeah,
Kinko's.
flyers,
So-
stickers. I remember Tim and I and Reese, maybe Brian, I don't know, but we sat all night in a Kinko's at one point, just making
Yeah.
stickers and flyers.
Yeah, those are
That
the
art-
days, dude.
The artist stealing those prints reminds me of whenever Dr. Evil was like, "What if God was one of us?" He's like, "I wrote that."
who the
I
who was
wrote
that? Alanis. Who was that?
Yeah, Alanis Morissette,
Who
What
was
if God was one
Yeah,
of us?
God. That's
It's
not.
not Alanis Morissette.
Joan Osborne.
who is
Oh no, it's not.
It's
Dude, it was
Joan Osborne.
terrible.
Joan Osborne.
It's not Joan Osborne, and it's
It's
not
not Joan
Alanis
Osborne.
Morissette.
Is it Jewel?
Nope,
It is. No, it's not. Shit.
nope.
Joan
It's
Osborne.
I'll tell you what it
look it
was. It was terrible.
I don't know what it was. fellas.
shit. Tim, you were right.
It was
Oh,
shit.
I know
Who-
I was right.
Tim was right. Who is it?
I don't
was
ever.
right.
I don't
He
ever
was
say
right
I'm
the
right.
second time.
Yeah,
His first
Who
guess
was
wrong.
it?
Joan
Joan
Osborne.
Osborne.
Oh, okay.
It really it
Because
was.
at one point, I thought it was somebody else until I saw
Yeah.
the video, and I was like,
I'm impressed, Tim. I can't
shit.
believe. I'm surprised
Yeah.
you knew that.
"Yeah, you guys don't give me enough credit, man."
Well,
Sorry,
because you are.
Yeah, you suck at shit.
I
Sometimes.
just
Because
try to
you're
be
like-
funny.
You like say the most random names of like an actor that's not even close.
I don't
Yeah,
think
movies-
that's an actor.
movies and music.
It was
I
Jim
am,
Carrey.
so here's the thing. In my defense, I am not a fanboy of like.
No,
anything.
hell no, you're not, and that's
Like
why we
anything.
don't trust you sometimes. Whenever you guess who's the person, because
Yeah,
you're
I
not a
don't think-
fan. Like,
I guess.
As the four of us go, we're not fanboys of anything. So
Like, yeah, you
Okay.
are. You're a
I,
football
well, we are.
fanboy.
I am more.
You
than
know
Tim.
everything about the Chicago Bears and probably most things about the Green Bay Packers for sure.
I'm a fanboy.
yeah,
for sure.
unfortunately,
Like, you
but
know,
I'm not
like,
a fanboy.
Some
you-
shit I am.
But the maybe okay, that's hyperbole, fanboy. Okay, but
Like
you
I've met
understand what I'm
celebrities,
saying.
and I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, you're a celebrity. That's a fanboy. You know.
Okay, but okay, that's not the right choice term for
Okay.
what I'm trying to
Yeah.
say. But I don't. There's nothing that I am like I don't
Obsessed
know.
with. Obsessed
Yeah, the
with.
things like I'm obsessed with.
All right,
nobody
I'm
gives a
just gonna
shit
bring
about.
up the fact that Matt's a fucking Packers fan now.
I have been forever, but I stopped watching football a few years ago. I got
Okay.
so annoyed. Like I don't even care like what your agenda is. I could agree with it. It doesn't matter. But at the end of the day, you're just an expensive clown. And entertain me. I don't care what you believe. So
Yeah, I
I
agree.
stopped watching football. It was like,
yeah.
that's enough. Like I could agree with it. And it doesn't matter. Like you're entertaining me. Like this isn't music. This isn't like anything speech. You're a fucking jock. I don't care what you think. Like I've never once thought to look for a jock for advice about any philosophy of any sort.
I hate whenever fucking they mix in politics with that. Like
I
Kills
hate
it.
politics, and it's like it's
Kills
more
it.
stuff that it's more divide. It's like really, I never see that stuff. I don't know.
So
any
okay,
unit.
okay, hang on. I'm so fucking lost. Is there a lot of athletes that do that type shit?
Oh my
Okay.
god.
There was for a long time.
That's
It was
it.
like all the knee stuff, and it was like, dude, that's just making that schism again. It's like, dude, people. I don't know any racists
That's what I'm saying.
personally, so it's like, I don't know.
Like,
It just
is
seemed
that
like
Colin
more.
Kaepernick? Is that what you're talking about? That kind of shit.
Exactly, and it's like, God, it's just like you're beating a dead horse. That doesn't happen anymore. Like I don't
Beating a
know
dead horse is
anybody
the
like
perfect-
that.
perfect analogy, beating the dead horse for sure. Because
It's like, was he like an ad? Sorry, cut you off. Go ahead.
No, that's all good. I was
just gonna say, was he like an advocate for this movement before he was like famous? You know, like people that
he was
exactly.
He was getting shittier.
What did I miss? Who are you talking about?
Kaepernick.
Any sports. I mean, Kaepernick for sure, but I mean, LeBron, Kaepernick. I don't give a fuck about what any of them think.
Kaepernick was actually accused of sexual harassment before he was in college when that happened. So,
but what I'm saying is,
this he's a jock, so it doesn't surprise me.
Yeah,
I mean,
Tim, go ahead, finish your thought.
What jock isn't like that?
It's not just athletes; it's like actors, musicians. Like all of a sudden, they get on a pedestal, and then they're like, "Okay, I'm gonna like change the world."
Yes.
But like that wasn't their mission from the get. You know what I mean? So that's like where I get bent out of shape. I'm like, you weren't trying to change the world before. Like if you were on that road and then you became like super famous, and then you were like preaching, then it would like I'd probably get.
And you use it as a platform.
You know what I mean? But like when it's not it's like you're being like persuaded somewhere.
But it just happened to like he just happened to start this when he started sucking at football. I don't know, maybe more attention for him.
Correlation to him sucking to like trying to be some kind of ad, like whatever. What was his thing? What was his thing?
The quarterback. He lost the Super Bowl the year before. I think it was the year before.
But what was the whole like he wouldn't?
And he started playing like shit. So
he wouldn't kneel or some bullshit.
No, he did kneel.
It was the kneel.
As a sign of whatever the fuck he's trying to prove, he kneeled.
Yeah.
It's just like why would
during the
I
national
care?
anthem.
But what was he trying to support or protest? That's what I'm wondering.
Equality.
Not saluting the flag until everything was equal.
So, now that we brought this up, I have to argue with all of you because LeBron James has done an amazing thing.
I agree with that.
He's definitely not the GOAT.
I don't know anything about it because I never watched bowling.
But he was a great bowler.
One of the best.
He's still bowling?
He always gets strikes.
He's still bowling, actually. He's actually still bowling.
He's a bowler.
He's waiting till his son gets in the league, and then he's going to play with the son, and then.
Well, that's kind of cool, actually.
That. Yeah,
it is cool.
That's bad.
Go ahead, Mark. Sorry.
Kaepernick, in my opinion, was ostracized from the league because of his stance. Probably not the best quarterback of all time. Obviously,
was he goofy? What was he goofy?
I don't know what that means. What's that mean?
Stance, like skateboarding, snowboarding. Sorry.
Oh,
these are really, really complex dad jokes. I'm spitting out here.
It's dad jokes that you're just not catching.
And
nothing would go over my head. I am too coordinated. I would catch it.
But I think Kaepernick was ostracized. But to take that away from the league, Tim Tebow was also ostracized from the league for being too Christian. So I'm not gonna take much away from it. But Kaepernick did take a stance, and they went no. Tim Tebow went, I'm going to be a Christian, and they went no.
Tim Tebow's like, you're going to go to hell.
Yeah.
And they were both taking a knee, just different reasons.
Yeah, different reasons.
Right, because he bowed, right?
That's all I got. That's all I got.
Well, the thing is, like, the bottom line, I feel like, is like, why do I give a shit what an athlete thinks? Just because he's an athlete doesn't mean he has a good head on his shoulders about what to listen to him about philosophies or politics. Same thing about the actor. Same thing about, like, any of these people that have this pedestal in this fucking space.
That's why,
like, why do we give a shit what they think? Like,
that's why I don't pay attention, and I always make those, like, misconceptions of who I know, like, in the actors and shit. I'm like, oh, is it this guy? Because I don't fucking take the time to really pay attention to
what they really are like who they are exactly.
Forrest Gump was a great athlete and graduated college.
Yeah, great 75 too. He was probably one of the best shrimp boat captains too.
Yeah,
you know.
We should talk
But-
about Forrest Gump like he was a real person from this point on.
Fuck yeah.
And just
Yeah,
bring him up in like conversations like, what? Forrest Gump did that shit.
Forrest
I heard
Gump did it. If
I
Forrest
heard he-
Gump did it, we could do it too.
Yeah.
We just watched.
He had an IQ of 75.
Emma hecka likes it. Oh, yeah, Short Circuit. Oh shit,
Dude.
we're aging ourselves now.
Barry and Mel's son, Dominic, he was so into that. I remember him running around the house he had a little briefcase with a feather in it.
Oh, for Forrest
Forrest
Gump.
Gump.
Yeah, he was super like
That movie
We-
was powerful.
that was
It
all-
a great movie.
because they
It
were
might as
roommates.
well be real shit.
They were roommates for a while, so that movie was always on the TV.
Yeah, that's a good one. It's like
It is.
what,
It's classic.
long.
It's great. It is.
like-
It's over
it's like-
2 hours.
we were watching. Yeah, we were watching it with Emma. I was like, all right, we'll be prepared. This is a long ass movie. I was like, it's like 5 movies in one. She's like,
Yeah.
really? And I was like, okay,
Yeah.
this is the college movie.
Yeah.
This is the Jenny movie. This
Yeah.
is the war
Vietnam.
movie.
Yeah.
This is the shrimp movie.
Also, one of the greatest soundtracks of all time, too.
Yeah.
Like,
one of
like that started the soundtracks.
I love
What
it
is the greatest-
whenever. I love it when he's with President Kennedy and he's telling him he has to go pee, and Kennedy's like, I believe he said he had to go pee.
I do believe. it.
Speaking of that, I'll be right back. That was my cue to go.
It's like to go pee. That's hella funny. I forgot what I was gonna say now. Shit.
I forgot what you started with. I'd remind you. I wanted to hear what you were going to say too.
I forgot what we said. What we were talking about.
Let's rewind the tape.
Rewind it. Tomorrow when I listen back, I'll be like, "Son of a bitch!" That's what I wanted to say. It was something.
Are we echoing?
No,
I No, I know what it is. It's Matt put his headphones on his mic,
Oh, yep.
so the mic's picking up the headphones.
Hey Tim,
I don't know.
good news.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna send that song to Jose, and he's gonna mix it, and it's gonna sound fucking sick.
I don't listen or don't
Yep.
listen.
Yep.
The song is sick. I like it.
I think-
It's a whole vibe, dude. I showed Emma. She's like, "It's a whole vibe."
I
All
think.
right, play it. Play it.
I could play anything.
I think he's gonna really do a good job with it. He was really excited about it. Yeah, I could tell he liked it.
The don't listen, don't listen. I gotta do like this.
Yeah, you play it, Tim, because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
I know. I need to be. I want to be with you one of these days.
Yeah, me too.
Let me see.
We should be together.
We should be together.
That's the kind of shit that's gonna make me not want us to meet each other.
That's funny, dude.
Are you playing or what?
You just need.
I'm
I'm waiting for
pulling
Tim.
I'm pulling it up. We got to figure out how to exactly do it right on Joseph's. We haven't quite.
You just
figured
need
that out
to
yet.
learn to treat her better. Tim, do you have the newest version?
All right, here's my idea
yes.
though.
Let me see. I gotta
Have Matt do like a ska.
Dude, I need Matt to teach me how to play ska. I need to learn bar chords. I've been trying to practice, dude. It's fucking hard though for me. It hurts right here on my wrist. It's so hard. But you can't play ska.
It's not the bar chord, it's the strumming.
Well, I can do the strumming.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying is you are a percussionist.
Yeah, Barry
On
helped
a
me out with the
guitar.
strumming. He explained to me. I had like an epiphany or realization. He was like, always strum down. He's like, don't do the whole up thing. He's like, don't do that. So I started doing that. I was like, oh,
Why?
fuck.
Dude, you can
And
do it
that's
either
like-
way. It
that's
doesn't
right.
matter.
Yeah.
And that's what he told me. He's like, you need to just bar it. And then I was like, fuck. So I'm trying to do bars with my fat hands. I've never learned how to bar. So I'm like, it's a movement in my wrist. It's fucking weird. So I've been practicing. I'm getting it, but it's fucking hard. And it's like part of it's a head thing too, right? So I'm like, but anyways, this is the new one right here.
I love this bass line.
Dude, that makes me think of like House of Pain.
Yeah.
That's catchy.
It says product of the 80s, yo. But the 90s made me though.
Product of the 80s, but the 90s made me. Yo, PBS raised me and Reagan Leaks paid me. If I was mad at mom, you know what biz and dad, because, well, half and half. half, and then I run wild, loose, through the village. Build skills and street skills out in the city. We dealing with the odds and I hop the fences, and ditching the cops. Hey, smoke weed with the homies. Host shows for the punk rock zombie. Used to shotgun Mickey's up on stage while I was wildin'.
I don't know what just happened. It just stopped. That was weird. I'm not sure why it just stopped.
Oh well, sounded good while it lasted. Can you hear everything, Matt?
Yeah.
And here's Paul's verse. I don't know why it stopped.
81 under the sun. Mom was mad, dad was drunk. I was born, I was ready. 58, that's the shit. 91, first time I'd run from the cops, not for fun. I was 10, didn't get me. I'm one lucky, Mexi, sexy. I had 9 lives, but I used about 7 up. Heaven's up when I go, hope I'm headed up. Not quite yet, I'm stuck. I ain't dead enough, I ain't said enough. Time to step it up. Trust me when I say I know who I am. There ain't no question, I'll always be him. How far can you reach? Well, that all depends. How deep can you see when you're looking within? This means my reach is as far as my depth, so ensure as my depth, I'll go deep as it gets. Ready for whatever might be up next, and I'm taking my steps to ensure I progress. I got rhymes like Edgar Allan, skin tone look like Richard.
That top sounded good.
Fresh like salad, trying to find a level, gotta keep my life balanced. Don't listen, don't give it, go get it, be different, stay driven, keep digging. Life flies right by, don't miss it.
Still building a palace. Hey, all love, no malice. Yo, find
the balance.
That's cool. That's the new one, yeah. I like it.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I hella want the fucking 808 to come in early on the last part of your fucking verse, though. Hella bad.
Really?
That 808 dropping sounded fucking sick.
Yeah, I wanted to come
and
in.
And sounded your voice. Your voice sounded great.
Thank you.
And your line.
Like, you know what's cool? So the beat, like the whole
good.
beat, besides the drums, is like one sound, sped up twice, and then sped up 4 times. Right,
Yeah.
Paul?
Yeah, so that bass line, the doom, 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 that is the first.
So I'll share it. You can explain.
That's the first part. That's the first thing the first beginning part of the beat, and then I sped it up 1 octave. I sped the sample up 1 octave, and then that's the second part that comes in. It's like, dun, 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 dun. It's the same exact sample, but it's just sped up an octave, and it just happened. It just happened to all line up like perfectly inside of the beat with each other.
So watch. So this sound is the original. And then it doubles.
Yeah, so that's the same sound, just doubled up. That's the same exact sound, just doubled up.
And then it goes to the other one. And it doubles up again. Right here.
Not yet.
Oh, yeah.
It's coming in the next.
And that's where I want the 808s to come in on your verse.
Right there. That's just the same sound sped up even more.
I love that bass.
Dude, that sounds awesome when it drops.
Yeah, I wanted to do that inside of your verse, Paul.
That's why, but I like it because it drops on my best line. That's why I have it right there. But I could change it, but because right when it drops is the I got rhymes like Edgar Allan, which is like my favorite part. That's why I had the.
Me too, dude. I fucking love that part. Skin tone look like Richie
Valens.
And I like got 9 lives. There you go. Got 9 lives.
I had 9 lives, but I used about 7 up.
Heavens up.
When I go, hope I'm headed up.
Yeah, I love that fucking line, dude.
Dude, that's so hard to do. There.
I'll do it.
There.
Bink. Bink.
Bam.
Bink. Oh yeah. Fuck yeah. I got.
So why don't you guys use the 808 on all the parts though? Like the
because I like how dramatic it is when it comes from like all that to no 808 to the boom, it just jumps in. Like
it changes for sure.
Yeah, it changes the vibe.
It makes it dynamic.
Oh
yeah,
like, for sure. Makes it like the same reason like you drop like a bridge in a punk rock song.
Right.
Like I understand. Like
I just wanted
just makes it better.
I just jumped in here, so I didn't know what I was hearing. But
the first time it drops is when Tim starts his verse. So it's like it emphasizes that it's Tim's verse now because he's doing the chorus at the beginning, and then as soon as the 808 drops in, that's when he starts rapping his verse, and it just fucking like lets you know, like, all right, this is like the real shit now. Like, boom, the 808's in the back, and it's hitting. And then it goes through his verse, and it stays in there, and then he does his chorus, and it stays in, and then it falls out at the beginning of my verse, and then I bring it back in at my, like, just because it's my favorite part of the verse, I bring it back in at the I got rhymes like Edgar, and whatever. That's when I bring in the bass again.
I love how much you're. Go ahead.
Go ahead. But I could always move it around or do whatever, try different things. I don't know. What were you gonna say though?
I love how much you're working on this song because it's such a good song.
Thank you. Yeah. Well, I think once it gets mixed and mastered, it'll be fucking sound great. So that's the unmixed, unmastered, rough version of just me in my, in my room, in my studio. But once it gets to the big studio, it's gonna sound clean.
Oh yeah.
Hey, are you watching?
Hey, welcome back.
Are you watching any shows? You got any shows that you like binge watch, Matt?
Dude, recently I watched Utopia, like the American version with John Cusack. That was pretty badass, actually. I don't know why not. Like, great actor.
I just like to say that nowadays. You never know.
I really don't know what his politics. Like, I prefer not to know people's politics. Who cares? Be a good person. You're a good person. That's all that really matters.
Agreed.
I love John Cusack. So what is this? It's Utopia?
Utopia. Yeah, so there was a British version. I think it was in 2013, 2014. They did 2 seasons. So Amazon or Prime, I don't know, one of those. I think it's Prime. Did an American version of it with John Cusack, and it's like, man, it's pretty good. It just sucks that they didn't. Okay, so yeah, so it was an Amazon original, and it was pretty good. It just sucks that they're not doing a second season.
Yeah, I just saw on the headline when I typed it in the Google, the headline said, "Why did it get canceled?" Was like the first.
I mean, well, probably because it kind of like reflects back to like COVID too. So it's like, a lot of people, you don't want to think about that stuff because we've dealt with it. And it's not COVID. It's a virus. But it starts out like a comic book, and this dude is like, I don't want to give it away. But
I watched this one.
It was pretty good. Like, I enjoyed it. And then I started watching the British version. It was like, man, there was a couple characters that were better.
The British version was better, right?
I didn't find it that way, but I'm not done with it either. So I dropped it off for the last.
Dude, it has my.
She was really good.
Girlfriend. You know what I love?
She was really good at it. Like, all of them are good.
Have you ever seen the movie Honey with Elijah Wood?
I don't.
Or not Elijah Wood, Shia LaBeouf.
No.
Shia, yeah.
Yeah, she's in it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
She plays like the supporting role or whatever. Dude, I fell in love with her, bro. She's hot.
Who is
She's
it?
Hella hot in that movie.
What's her name?
When it pops up. I don't. She has a crazy name. Her
character in Utopia and character in the British version was just like, after seeing this one, she played that character and it was like made sense. The British version, it was like it didn't make any sense. Like, she was all like loving and kind, and it's like, you can't have that with the way that.
Is that right?
It didn't make sense for her character,
Dwight, dude. That's Dwight.
Yeah, it is. And he was badass too. Like, he played an idiot, but a scientist. Like, it was good. The whole show was great. I don't know, like, if Amazon was listening to this, which, come on, but if they were, dude, bring that fucking show back, like, for the second season. It was.
Wait, here's what I know about this show. So, the American director that did this said during the time that there was no way, because it was so spot on, they would never. She didn't want to do this anymore.
Well, it makes sense. Yeah, because it does do a lot. It has a
She
lot to do with
basically-
pandemic stuff too. So
It basically
it's
said
understandable.
this is insensitive to what's happening right now. We're not going to do this anymore. The funny thing is, the comic book was written back in like 2013 or something. So it was like spot
the
on.
British one too. The British.
Yeah. Well, the British
version,
one
like-
is the comic book. Yeah.
And it was the 2013. But the funny thing, the American one was so much more about the comic book. Like they referenced it nonstop. And then the British one was kind of just like, you know, like every once in a while you hear a reference to the comic book and it's mostly off the drawing of the kid. And it's like,
Well, that's the thing is,
it wasn't as good.
You know,
To me.
Ray Bradbury has
Mhm.
predicted so much shit. Any science fiction writer is going to
Well, they're probably
predict
more than
something.
him.
There's movies like Contagion that has predicted this, you know.
Dude, I watched that right before everything hit, and Tim was painting my parents' house at the time. Like it was right when it hit, and like doing the masks, and like we're like talking about all the stuff, and with Barry over there, and Frankel. Remember it looked like a UFO thing, but they were dropping off satellites. We're in my backyard taking a break.
Fuck, I do remember
On first
that.
coat of the paint.
And then with Starlink.
And we were all videoing it. Yeah, it was actually like a bunch. They're
Starlink.
dropping off satellites.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it was Elon
We're
Musk's
like-
like free internet shit for all the third world countries. There was a
Yeah.
train. It's a satellite train, is what they call it, right?
Yep.
So like they go by, and then as one disappears, another one pops up.
And it was cool.
That one goes out of view. This one goes, yeah. So it was just like this,
Mhm.
like on the screen. It was like, and then
Yeah.
another one, and then another one.
It's crazy.
And another one. It
So
was crazy.
this show is just going to become a conspiracy theory. What's going on?
Matt,
it
I
could
just
be.
No, it wasn't a conspiracy. It just like yeah, we
I
just
know.
saw this.
Well,
Saw this
speaking of
crazy
conspiracies.
We've,
So, hey,
we've
that'd be
all lived
funny.
through some crazy shit in the last couple of years, and you know, worldwide, it's just nuts.
So what do you think, dude? So what do you think about humanity, how we got here and anything? What you got, what's your 90-second take on it?
That's a lot. That's a loaded question.
That is a huge question too. 'cause
Like, you know, but
that's not
like,
something
okay.
I just like. Oh well, you know.
Explain the
Like-
world. 90
Like
seconds.
what do you subscribe to?
Thank you, Joseph.
Obviously you've already said that, you know, you obviously accept the fact that there's definitely a higher power, and you said that
Yeah, but that to clarify that the higher power may just be the universe. Like, I don't
but you
know.
also mentioned you believe in
anything more
evolution.
than I believe in both. Like, there's
So that's what
something.
I'm getting at. So do you
even
believe
if-
that ancient aliens came down here and impregnated humans to dig gold out of the earth so they could mine it later on?
I have no clue for that.
So,
Like,
like,
that made me think of that crazy dude on Ancient Aliens with the weird hair.
alien.
Yeah, I
George
don't know about all
Stopoulos
that
or
stuff.
whatever.
I don't claim
you-
to, and I don't need to know. It's like as long as
But you know what? You're right. But I do like thinking about it. You know,
I love the mystery of it,
I love like looking into what is.
but I don't like alien shit. But I do love the mystery
mean-
of what the fuck is going on.
even with know about our surrounding planets like Venus, most likely at some point before the ozone burn up, and probably because of volcanoes, because the crust is thicker, may
Is
have
the
supported life at one time. It's way thicker.
Yeah.
It's
I just watched
completely
a whole
different, but there's
podcast
no
about that.
ozone.
About
I
the
just
upper
It's
watched
pretty rad.
about that. Yeah, it's like
There's
there's
a
phosphate.
really good one you can get on Prime too. Yep.
There's
On Prime.
phosphate in the atmosphere or whatever, and so that phosphate means that there might be life, and they're finding traces of phosphate all over it. It's crazy.
In the
I watched-
atmosphere.
Yeah, I
You know-
was watching the lady who found it. She's like, you know, this fucking super smart scientist, whatever. But she was like cute, so I was like really into it. Because she was like hella cute, hella smart, and just talking about Venus. I was just like, God damn, that's sexy.
Hey, you know
Yeah.
where phosphorus? You know where phosphorus comes from, right?
Cow farts.
Your mom.
Aliens.
Not my mom. That dude, yeah. What a fucking kook.
You know how old? Guess take a stab at how old you think this guy is.
53.
62.
43.
Let's see. Luke.
Matt, I sent you a couple things. I sent you that song that we played you, and I sent you some drums to play around with.
Oh, hell yeah, man.
I was closest.
Yeah, you were.
The fool's 40. That fool is younger than Matt.
How old
He
is
looks
he?
hella older.
And older than me.
He's 44.
He aged not very well compared to
Why?
compared to Matt. Matt looks great.
That dude is my age?
That's what I'm saying. He looks way. You look way better than he does.
That fool's hurt.
Fuck, I have gray hairs, but I don't.
I don't even know.
Fuck.
That's fucking crazy. Yeah, that dude is young, man. I think when like the Ancient Aliens first came out, you know, he's like in his 30s, you know.
Something
like
in the water and ripping. Like some of us just look sexy as fuck still in our old age.
Fuck yeah. I think it is the water.
It's my wrinkles.
Oh, you doing my what do you call it? My 90210 story?
Luke Perry.
Yeah.
The signature Luke Perry move on the 100.
I thought that's why they started liking me.
I subscribe to aliens a little bit, but I think the aliens were like us, and I don't necessarily think that they're like from outer space. You know what I mean?
I think there's aliens, but I think when it comes to like ancient shit, they use it as a cop out too much. But I do believe that there's aliens for sure. But I think
we were here and we may have like dipped out.
But to say aliens built the pyramid, aliens built the thing, aliens.
They just bounced out. They're like,
that's kind of where I was going with like that Venus probably could have supported life at one point. Mars probably could have supported life at one point. I mean, maybe we didn't.
Not to mention that we have eyes on
you're right.
stars that include planets that are habitable, that can support life.
But Tim, those planets are so far away that it wouldn't affect us.
Not in our lifetime.
No, but my kids,
not in our grandkids' lifetime.
My kids will probably see some people get shipped out.
Not likely, man.
Not for a while.
I doubt it, man.
Dude,
and plus, I mean,
they're to Mars. When's the Elon trip going?
If ever.
That's
you know what's fucking crazy? They've actually talked about sending to Venus too, because it turns out like even though the planet's like 450 degrees in the orbit, like around it in the clouds, it's actually like 80, 90 degrees. So you could actually be, and it's less gravity, everything else. They're talking about like balloons that you could just like orbit that way. Because like the longest actual robot that they sent to explore the planet was the Russians, and they sent 2 of them. Like that's the pictures that you get of like on ground in Venus. It burns up, like everything burns up in a few minutes.
I understand that space exploration is gonna advance technology, and we get a lot of things from it. But I just don't think going into space like makes any sense at all. Like, I just don't understand.
I mean, our planet should last another couple billion years before. Yeah. I mean, the sun is going to be the same as every other star. Like, it will expand. It will start. I mean, it's going to change. It's going to get hotter and hotter, and it's not just people driving diesel trucks. Like, it's literally the life of a star. It expands. So, but Venus wouldn't be a good. I mean, come on, it's closer.
I just think
to the sun.
It's crazy to think about, like, if they do start sending people to Mars, like when people start like dying and shit, that's going to be hella. Like the whole world's gonna see it. It's gonna be fucking crazy.
For sure.
Like that's for sure. There's gonna be some casualties. Like,
but it's up there with politics. It's like we can't control it. It doesn't matter. It won't even happen in our lifetime.
You don't think they'll get to Mars in our lifetime?
They will.
They will definitely get to Mars in our lifetime. But we won't need to leave the planet. Like it's.
And
not
we won't
Earth,
care. Like.
Earth isn't going to die before us unless there's a catastrophic event where like a comet hits us.
Oh
or
yeah,
something.
yeah. No, Earth
You know,
is
we're
way
fine for
before us and way after us for sure.
Yeah.
Let me ask you guys a question. Do you guys think they're gonna send smart people up there, or just people that want to fuck and recreate population?
Dude,
Rich
that was
people-
my bad. That was my bad movie idea. Remember? Did I tell you about my bad movie idea?
And how
People wanna go to
come it?
space.
And
So
why
we had to have society? Society had to pick like 1,000 people to like dip out and start humanity over again, and it's like everybody ends up just killing everybody. That was my idea.
Well, I stole it from
But-
Bill Burr. So
you do understand that smart people fuck too, right, son?
no, well,
Like
not as
you
many.
can send
though.
both. Like
Not as many.
I'm
White
a
people
good
don't
fucker.
fuck as many.
Like most like
Or-
smart are levels. Of
I don't
people.
have a poor IQ. Like my IQ is actually pretty high. Oddly
Idiocracy,
enough.
right?
I'm not
Idiocracy.
drawn that way, but
Smart people fuck less.
Proven.
do you think?
Proven. Yeah, idiocracy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Idiocracy, dude. We're so close to it too. It's so close.
You know,
And-
like
And Forrest Gump said, like and Forrest Gump, because movies are real.
And yeah. So,
I see what you're
sometimes people just.
I see what you're saying.
Also,
Idiocracy was right on a lot of levels, though.
Yeah.
It
ugly
sucks.
people-
I was
ugly
wondering.
people
I plans with
smart.
Gatorade too, and I was
Smart
wondering what was
people
going on
aren't
until I saw
as
the movie.
ugly.
What'd you say, Mark?
I said sometimes ugly people are smart, and smart people are
Ugly.
better looking.
Right,
So
right. So it doesn't really pan out the way like everything has variables to it. So
Yeah, the world is not black and white.
yeah, of course.
Heads I win, tails you lose.
And not only that, ugly and attractive is pretty much an opinion. It's like
For
It's
sure.
all, what do they
Absolutely.
say? It's perspective, right?
like my homeboy, he loves big girls. He says nothing under 350. I don't know if you guys share the same philosophy as him, but I certainly don't.
Yeah,
I don't know, man.
I don't. Never had one of those on the books.
Did I say too much?
personally am not attracted to people.
But
of that
you know,
size.
whatever. Your homeboy's fine.
Different-
Like, whatever.
Different strokes.
I'm
Same
always
as
attracted
religion.
to my wife.
Like,
my wife.
If
and
it
my
works
wife
for
is-
him, it works. That's all that matters.
Oh, that's the sweetest thing I've ever heard you say.
True though, you know,
True.
like whatever. It applies to everything.
True, my friend.
It's
You
not
smoke
hurting me.
cigarettes, Matt? Matt, do you smoke cigarettes?
I'm trying to quit, man.
you should. It's a
do you
terrible
do?
habit.
I actually have a patch on right now, and like I've been doing that. It's like so I'm down to like a pack a week.
How much are
So-
they? How much is a pack?
It's like
Cigarettes.
I do American Spirits, so it's like $11,
Damn.
something like that.
Yeah.
Aren't those the cheap ones?
Yes.
No,
No.
American Spirits are.
Mm.
Oh, American Spirits.
Those are the very
Oh, okay.
very opposite of the cheap ones.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
Yeah, those are very opposite of the cheap
I
ones.
know, obviously. I
Yeah,
know shit about
those-
cigarettes.
Those are
Marlboros are
the
the cheap ones. Marlboro Red Special Blends.
additives, and it's like
Special blend.
they're healthy
Yeah.
cigarettes.
I don't smoke cigarettes because I'm like better than everybody. So it's like, you know.
Yeah. Even though you guys smoke cigarettes,
Dude,
I think I'm
You're
gonna have
like
to end the
Zach-
podcast.
you're like
Because,
Zach.
like, yeah, I can't hang out with you guys because you guys all smoke cigarettes, and
All right, guys. I just can't relate to you guys.
I
'cause
love
guys
you,
all-
and I really want to hang out with you, but I'm not gonna sit here and watch you kill yourself. I'm better than you.
Have you seen me smoke one?
No,
Not yet.
Meanwhile,
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I
But
used to
it's
do
I
crystal meth
quit
off
for
strippers'
almost 4
assholes.
years.
I don't smoke
But I
cigarettes.
did,
I choose to
wait,
smoke
I do
like
have
some
a
random
heroin
chemical from China. I smoke
No,
random.
no,
chemical
you
from China
stopped. You didn't quit. You stopped for 4 years.
thank you, and that's usually what I say anyway.
because Matt
Yeah,
is not a quitter.
I stopped. Well, I should be. I'm working on it. Yeah, I stopped for 4 years, and then I got all stressed out, and like, Barry was over. I bummed one. And, like,
That's a bad.
He
was-
so it's
he
Barry's
was- he
fault.
was-
So you're blaming
no,
this.
that's my next thing was
podcast.
he was reluctant to give me the cigarette, and I
Yeah.
asked for it. So it
But,
wasn't
you know-
absolutely not.
Misery loves company, dude. You know. Barry's like, hey,
Yeah,
you
but that was-
shouldn't
I mean,
smoke, but come on over
that's
to the
not what-
dark side,
that's-
my friend.
A certain. Well, I remember when he didn't smoke at all. Like,
And then the week later, hey Matt, can I bum a cigarette? You know what I mean? I'm just kidding.
You're saying he was planning in
Nah.
advance to
I
bump
don't
it.
know. I don't know. I was just making up a whole
that was
narrative in my head.
very appropriate.
I
Yeah,
feel
that's
like
pretty
I had
good.
some friends back in high school that would like do that shit. So my dad would talk about like,
You turned him into a schemer.
yeah, like a mark, you know, like, oh, this fool, all right, like,
Well, let's be
Like a
fair.
mark.
I tried my hardest to tell you not to smoke.
no, I didn't mean it like that.
No, he meant like a mark, not a mark.
Yeah, like
I know
a
what
mark.
I know what
Yeah.
you mean. Yeah.
What
A target.
So
like
like
a
my
target,
dad used
right?
to say, like back in the day, what people would do is they get you like hooked, coke or weed or whatever it is,
So that you
And
would
because
buy
they're
it.
like, oh, this dude's never smoked weed before. He's got a job.
Yeah.
I tried
Hey,
so
smoke
hard
all
to
here. You can
not.
have some. Take some home. Yeah, dude, you're my best friend. Hey, we need some weed. You want to get some? Hey, you want to pitch in? Hey, bro, you got a bag?
Hold
And then
on,
pretty
hold
soon the
on.
dude with the money.
What were you doing, Matt? Let's do
Matt,
it.
did you just play that? Did you just play the song?
Ukulele.
Boom, 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 boom.
I don't know.
Is that what you
Yeah,
played?
do
That's
it.
it.
Do it again. Do it again.
You figured it out already? It's pretty close.
That was a bass
Or
line
no.
I was working on like earlier.
Oh,
so-
it sounds so close to the song.
Yeah, hell it does. I thought that's what he was doing.
Yeah.
The first two
No.
notes I think are the same.
You know what I think?
So it starts in G. It's in the key of G. I don't know.
Whoever's watching the show or whatever is
Wow, it's crazy. The first two notes are exactly the same as that
you can
song.
actually see the bass.
Doom, 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 doom,
I guess if you blow it up, you can see it pretty well.
What bass?
The one in the
I was
song.
just thinking,
That fucking. What kind of bass do you play now, Mark?
Ibanez. It's still Ibanez. That's all I got.
Doom, 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 doom,
I play a
doom.
Takamine Akuti guitar.
No, they're good. Like they're not bad.
That's that Akuti little baby.
That fucking.
It's 20 years old, bro. That's all I got.
How many
That's
guitars do
better.
you
I
have?
have.
What?
Damn, there's hella guitars lying around.
I know. How many?
I
do you
just
have?
realized I see like 5, I think.
For mine?
Damn.
How many?
Yeah, no, this is just in one room. I have
Wow.
a problem.
That's an awesome problem to have.
Huge problem.
That's a great problem.
You know, the problem I have is I have drums.
Oh, dude.
Hey, maybe we can like work something out because I don't have drums.
You come up to Nevada, bring a truck. You can have all my drums.
Okay,
I
dude.
can bring a truck.
I
know-
really
take
don't
it.
want drums anymore.
I'll take the Tundra.
Okay.
So check it out. I know who.
Dude, that's a
who
good
are-
reason to go do something else too, and a reason to see it.
Well, just come to South Lake Tahoe. Everybody wants to be in South Lake Tahoe.
Yeah.
What do you know,
Dude,
Tim?
I figured it out. I know who has been watching.
Oh, yeah.
And who was asking about the guitar.
Oh,
He's
the
also
bass thing.
he's also a musician. Because I was like, dude, how in the fuck
So
did
Willie,
somebody tell? Like, you got to really know what to look for to realize that that's a Rickenbacker. You got to look at the head and all. You know, there's a certain things
it's
that
obvious. Yeah.
they give it away. So I was it. So I figured it out, and it's actually next week's guest.
Oh, it's Nick.
So he has a little podcast too that looks like he's been here, let me pull it up. That he's been doing. He looks like he started it a while ago. But
Yeah,
this
he's
has been pretty-
he's welcome to try it if he wants. Like, fuck,
Probably
I don't mind.
so much better than
So
that.
this is him. Speak with
So
friends.
much better.
Hey, I gotta
So yeah.
piss again. I'll be right back.
He's like doing the same thing we're doing. That's so cool. Cool, yeah. So next week we'll have Speak with Friends on.
We'll have like an actual podcaster on next week.
That's crazy. He started this 5 months ago. When did we start? I wonder if like we
Oh,
started
wow.
at the same time. That'd be so cool.
We started a year ago.
Technically.
You always say that. That doesn't count. I don't know why you insist on that. It's like,
We were doing it way before everyone.
dude, we literally started this in the 90s. It's the first time we sat down and talked with each other. It was like in the 90s, dude. It was like, that was episode
agree.
1. So this is literally like episode.
This is episode 987.
Yeah, easily.
I remember I had our first apartment. I had a couch.
Our first.
You and I. But I was using a VHS to try to stream shit.
Oh, Tim, I like what you did.
Oh, you haven't seen it?
Oh, sorry, Mark. I didn't mean to interrupt. I just never saw it.
No, it's okay.
So yeah, so here's the homepage. This is why I was like, "Hey guys, like get a better light for your
Well,
face."
I like how you did. Are we recycled energy? Drink beer. What does normal mean? Like the little like
Recycled
cool.
energy.
Yeah, all the shit that you did, like the what do they call it? Thumbnails.
Oh yeah. I like that. What's recycled energy? I love that you just said that right now.
Because you said right there. That's the name of the one. Are we recycled energy? It's like the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th episode.
Oh yeah. I made little playlists.
Yeah, I like that. Cool.
Little thumbnails. What does normal mean?
That makes me want to make more videos like that.
Yeah, I was gonna tell you, but I didn't want to pressure you. I don't want.
No, I've been lagging on that. The Danny episode is really a good one too. I should have done that one already. I couldn't figure it out with the Reese episode for some reason.
See, I've made.
I actually thought Danny was awesome.
Yeah,
me too. Me too.
I like when we get to go like deep into stuff. You know,
Danny was cool because he brought up some funny weird shit from the old days that only kind of like things that we would know about, and then it was just, I don't know, it was pretty interesting.
Yeah.
I had no idea like he had gone through that kind of shit. Like he just didn't seem like that kind of guy to me that would like go to jail and all the shit he was telling us. I was like, damn, he like really was like doing some crazy shit.
Yeah, he was crazy, like with the whole.
Yeah, I didn't know he was like that.
It's Nick.
Oh, it is Nick. All right,
Nick. Yeah, so I was just curious. I started thinking about the bass. I'm like, how in the hell? Like, it's got to be like somebody who's like into like music, you know? I mean, or bass.
Sam, can you scroll down and see when we started?
Oh, dude, I completely forgot what I was trying to do. Yeah, I want to go to lives, past live streams, and it was
2 months.
Oh yeah, so he was already doing it. Crazy.
Doing it.
So he had the same idea a couple months before we started doing it. Sick, man. We got to redo Daniel episode 2.
I know. Can't wait.
That's why Reese is called 9.1. I don't know if you noticed that.
I didn't notice that. But that's cool. It just says 9 right there. Oh, okay.
Well, I changed it, but when we
because I deleted the other one.
You deleted it?
Yeah.
You completely took it off?
Yes, sir.
Oh shit.
I asked you if I could. You said yes.
Oh, I thought I just unlisted it.
No, I was like, "Hey, do you care if I delete it?" You're like, "Okay."
Oh, I thought
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was still there. Because I figured we could like pull the stuff out of it that wasn't.
Oh, that's smart. Yeah, my bad. It's all right. We're gonna do another one. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, he's got an interesting life, man.
Absolutely.
He's been down through some shit too.
Absolutely.
Who's that?
Joseph's cousin. So we had Joseph's cousin on, and we got a little too intimate and personal about some stuff, so I had to take it down. Like
He was
Because of his
in
dog.
like his job and his old lady and stuff. It was like,
Yeah.
whoops.
I hella like dry snitched on him on accident.
Yeah, he like accidentally snitched on him. Because we
Yeah.
were just kicking
Shit.
it, you know, and he's like, fuck, man, I probably shouldn't have talked about that
Because
shit.
we were just bullshitting, and then one thing comes to another, and I'm asking him to tell me stories about whenever some dirt that we and him did together that we definitely shouldn't be talking about on a podcast.
Good call, man.
So yeah, so we had to. That was right before. Reese.
I mean,
so technically, Reese was the episode 10, but it was just funny.
He's like, his lady's watching. I'm like, remember when we had sex with those prostitutes?
What?
No, I'm just kidding.
I can definitely say I have never done.
That's like a, what do you call it? Like an exaggeration. That's not like really what I did. I'm just saying that's like basically what I did. Like, you know.
Yeah, just live in Nevada.
Where's your
theoretically?
Where's your work? You gotta travel to like the Bay Area.
Me?
Yeah.
No, actually, so the job slowed. We had a bunch of changes for my company for Turlock Junior High, and then I hurt my back, so I've been off like a little bit.
You've been off?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we definitely been fucking.
It's all good, like. Yeah.
Well, hey, you need some side work?
No, I don't. We could talk on the side, but yeah, no.
Let's go off air.
Side work on the side.
Oh, shit, we got to delete this episode now.
No, we don't.
No, I'm just teasing.
No,
we've all incriminated ourselves.
No, not me. I'm just hurt myself, and that's good.
I incriminate myself every episode. I'm pretty sure.
Well, I might be able to hire you as a consultant for something because I'm gonna build like this little like shed, like half garage type thing off the front of my house.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, you might be able to come and point at some shit for me.
Yeah, for sure, I could do that. Well, and I'm gonna be going back probably early April anyway. Like my super called the other day, and he's like, "Yeah, we're gonna get you back earlier." Then
so is it your back or is it your kidneys because of the rock stars?
No, that's my back.
Because sometimes my back hurts, and I realize it's just my kidneys because I drink so much soda.
Mountain spew?
No, it's not that. If it was my kidneys, I don't drink soda very often, like hardly ever. But I do drink other beverages that could probably cause the same problem. Scotch and a different share.
Kind of Scotch?
Oh, you can't share me from there, Mark. It'll make your beer. It'll make your beer fizz. Your beer will fizz. There.
There you go.
There we go.
There you go.
Fucking Tim, you're a badass.
That was a fun,
love you, man.
Fun game.
I wanted to do it last time, and I was like, "Oh,
there you go. There you go. There you go."
I'm doing it. I'm getting better at keeping track of stuff and like bringing it up later. What do they call it? Callbacks, right? Like on a movie or like a song, or like
ball cacks.
Holly Berry ball cacks. I love trail mix, dude. Going back to the whole camping thing.
Hold on, I want to hear what are you doing, Matt? Do you have something already?
Yeah, I'm going back to the same company.
Mark's trying to move down here.
Like I always do. So I usually do layout. Like they always give me a crew. Like I'll do layout and finish work. And then, sometimes I bust my back, but not usually. That helps. Like the more you know, you set up your crew and like actually put the lines where everything go and
driving stakes and shit.
No, that's for apprentices. I don't need to do that shit.
But I mean, you're there for like that day.
I'm old, man. I'm not old. I'm 45, but still.
So how long you been doing this now?
I started in 2005 with the Carpenters Union, and then I just go to I've been a few different companies since then, but I've been with Brayton for like the last 3 years.
Dude, I haven't had a job since 2008.
That's
good.
I mean, you're successful, so obviously.
No, it's just funny.
It's like, working for you.
Like with my strict mom,
I have like a couple more years.
Did a real job, and now she's like, "It's so cool that you've been
able to do a
real job.
You've done well, yeah. That's awesome. I'm looking at like maybe a couple more years of union work, and then I'll still get paid for that, like small retirement money, and I can do whatever I want.
You can start your own little business, right?
That's what I want. Yeah, I think we're gonna start like a shop actually. Like, I've been doing like all these art things, like messing with rocks and polishing and shaping rocks. And I told
You know
Barry,
that
and he said, "Oh, you're a stoner now," because I'm messing
You know,
with
I
stones.
do art, right? I
Like,
do collages and shit, and like abstract
hell
painting.
yeah!
I got
What
dozens.
what kind of rock do you work
And
with?
candle making, whatever kind. Like I've been doing geodes recently, so I bought a bigger belt sander with stone grade, like where you can sand those, and like I set it up, and I can walk away, and it polishes it for me. Like just
Okay.
doing different things, like more artful things. Like I like that. I don't want to just be swinging a hammer my whole. It's cool. I'm good at it, but I don't want to.
But you want to be creative.
We've been going to like a lot of different like boutique shops, and like I just reverse engineer candles and doing stuff like that. It's like I want to do stuff that's artful. I don't want to do stuff that's just like average or what everybody else does. But I also realized that I've had to do this for a while, and I'm still gonna do it as long as I have to. And
I'm sure the money's good. I'm sure it's good money.
The money's great, man.
Hell yeah.
Like
I did construction.
I was able
like
to buy my
ago.
house. We have such a good package. It's crazy.
That's good, man.
It's unbelievable how well they pay us. Like,
That's
it's
beautiful.
pretty nice. Like, it's over doubled since I started.
Damn.
And it's like, it is what it is. Yeah, our package is pretty silly.
So like this kind of stuff.
Oh, it paused. Yeah, buddy. Oh yeah. So what do you do that with? That's a badass geo. Like, how many pockets?
I don't know anything about them. We just have a whole bunch of these.
Yeah. The other one is like broken out. My girlfriend knows so much more about this stuff.
It's crazy
like
because that's
where
what it
would
looks
come
like.
from.
When you fucking find it, that's what it looks like. You know what I mean? And then you do what Matt
You found
does.
those ones?
No, these are bought. We have some that we found, but these ones are bought. We spend too much money on them.
I bought
actually this one came from.
I bought
like
a
grandma.
couple like, and then I cut them with concrete tools, and then I sand them and polish them, and it's like, I don't know, it's fun.
So look, this side is like it looks like an obelisk.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then you turn it around, and it's like a geode.
Oh, cool.
Geode, dude, that's sick as fuck.
Yeah, I like that.
We got dozens, and my old lady collects.
Dude,
too,
that's probably a $200 rock.
Oh,
it's
well, that's
crazy
cool.
how expensive, like how expensive this stuff goes. It's crazy.
So we started because Sarah like inherited some from her grandma. So ever since we inherited it, we like started learning about them. So we like charge them. We charge them with the moonlight. Full moons come around, we set them out.
Oh, cool.
On a charging plate and like move them around the house to like help with whatever.
Dude, energy. Same.
Hey,
yeah.
if you believe it works, it works, bro. It kind of goes back to like religion. You know what I mean? If it works for you, it works for you. Just believe whatever you believe. Choose
Dude,
to believe.
I'm on the same page.
You gotta believe.
The mind is powerful, anyways.
And the gut too.
Absolutely, dude.
The stomach
the gut
and the mind
sometimes hurts.
Definitely, dude. The stomach really determines can help with mental health and stuff, dude.
That's the truth.
Not to get all weird and old and shit, but
too late for that.
It's true.
You're already weird and old.
It's too late. Hey, it's better than the alternative. Better than the alternative for
The
sure.
only reason I know that is because I'm weird and old. So
young and normal. Fuck that.
Well, all right, I'm gonna call it a night, you guys.
All right,
I love you guys. Matt, it was awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Hey, I'd like to get together. Let's make some music.
You, from what we've done so far, you are just as awesome as Tim and Mark described you, if not better. So I appreciate it.
Man, thank you.
We need to.
I like that. I like that California horn that you were just honking, Mark.
I sent you. You guys already got each other's numbers or whatever. I sent you.
I already sent him an email.
All right, cool.
Yeah, that's why I was looking at my phone earlier, like just sending him back.
Oh yeah.
Check the email yet, but I did. Yeah.
All right. Good night, you guys.
Hey, good night. Hey, thanks for having me on.
Thank
I
you.
love you,
It
man.
was a pleasure just hanging out with you guys.
Yeah,
we'll
we'll
have to do it in person.
Have to get
Absolutely.
IRL. Are
Absolutely.
you still in your
For
same
sure.
house in Manteca? All right, Paul.
Yeah, I still have it. I think I'm
Is
gonna
that-
rent it within the year and then move up there. But yeah, I still have
Oh
it.
yeah. What are you doing, Mark? Mark's gonna move down to Ripon, so there you go. Mark can rent it.
I was trying.
What happened?
Well, I own a house in Nevada. My
Rent
mom
it.
doesn't want to give me the house in Ripon, so
Mark had an opportunity to move out here, and he's like, "Oh, I don't really want to."
Dude, rent's crazy over here. Like seriously, I pay my mortgage is under $1,800,
Fuck.
and houses smaller than mine rent for $3,400.
Yeah.
So it's like,
all right.
why would I sell it? Like, why wouldn't I just do the other? You know.
But
So
my
we bought-
mortgage is only $800, and I pay
Dude.
extra. Yeah.
Yeah.
When I bought it in Nevada, it was nice. It was a good time to do it. And then
What did you buy around 2009?
2000
Yeah, no.
no, not
15
2009. It was 2000 fucking
Like 14, 15.
19. No, 2019
Okay, so it wasn't cheap
in Nevada. No, it was a fixer upper.
You've only lived there.
Dude,
for
that's the only way to go.
You've lived there longer than 3 years, bro.
All right, 5 years. So 2017. But yeah, I got it. It's a fixer upper. I've been working on it. It went from we bought it. It was like 160 grand, and it's already up to like almost 450 grand. So,
Dude, that's freaking perfect.
yeah.
I'll be right back.
You gotta go.
Dude, no, I'll be right back. Hold on.
All right. All right.
I don't know how cameras work. Why are you still wearing my headphones?
I told you I stole these. You're never getting them back. Unless
I'm
you
actually
come to-
surprised they're wired. I didn't know they were wired. Mine look better though.
Those are cool.
Yeah.
I remember liking those when you first got them too. Dude, I need a haircut so bad, dude. It's bad. I'm like letting it go just to kind of see what it's gonna do.
Wait, better get a haircut for my wedding. What the hell?
I know we gotta talk about this bachelor party thing too.
I don't even care about the bachelor party.
I do.
Well, then get strippers. Then why do you care?
Well, I don't care. I'm not tripping on stripper, but I wanted to go golfing, go out
Let's
to
go
eat,
golfing then.
and do
Let's
some
not have a
gambling.
strip. We don't need stripper parties. We can just do that.
Golf,
Okay.
gambling,
Okay.
strippers. No, I'm just kidding. I want to go to golf, go to dinner, and like go gamble,
Me, you,
drink, and drink.
Joseph, Kyle, and Andrew. 5 people. We don't
Yeah.
have to do it.
Oh, dude, that's so sick.
All right. What's your name?
What's your chupacabra name?
El Baracho.
El Borracho. Borracho means
Drunk.
That's right, dude. Borracho. Este de borrachos, güey. Este mero. No mames,
Yes.
güey.
No mames.
Pinche Mateo. Pinche Mateo, este
Sí.
parchurga. That's tight,
Dude, the crazy thing is, like, you ever so Jeff from Bargain Music, April's husband.
Oh fuck.
Oh, I can't talk with this anymore. Hold on.
That's so awesome, bro.
We were
was-
we were gonna do this.
I was actually
We were-
going to ask you about Bargain Music earlier, but I didn't know because he passed away, right?
Yeah, Josh passed like a few years ago. Sucks.
That does suck.
Yeah, liver failure. And it wasn't just that he drank a lot, but it was like a hereditary thing. So
Right.
it's pretty crazy.
When I bring up bargain music, no one knows what I'm talking about. So I'm just like,
right.
There's some shit. Remember, I found some stuff online. I think that show that we actually played at Boreal with them is on YouTube.
no way.
That wouldn't surprise me.
I didn't know that.
I can't remember.
I remember more. I actually, at that point, hated bargain music because they were a jam band, and they were using our equipment at the time. But I went with David Castellanos to a Berkeley show.
David, I miss that guy.
Yeah, and we talked about how David was kind of the Brad Pitt looking guy, and yeah, that's
sorry, just playing some bargain. Like
that's Black Eye, right?
It is. Yeah. So Jeff and I, like April's husband, we were gonna start this cumbia band called Buenos Dias Fuckers. And we were gonna tell we told like they were over here hanging out at my house, and I was like, I started drawing up ideas like we're gonna do like these luchador masks, right? And then basically like I drew these ones. I made shirts printed up too that were like I drew Cole's luchador mask. Number one, we told him he was the worst bassist out of all of this, so he was gonna have to play the fucking tambourine. Like sing that, and then I took Cole.
You're talking about Cole Crepini? Okay,
Barry's brother. Yeah, because he was the bassist for Monster Vesa, and so I told him like, yeah, we're gonna you're in the band, but you're gonna play timbali, or not timbali. I'm sorry, you're playing a fucking tambourine.
Tambourine, yeah.
And this is your mask. So I started drawing up different masks, and I actually had a shirt printed up for Buenos Dias Fuckers, our cumbia band idea that never happened. And his mask was two dicks. Well, actually, I can go grab the shirt. It was like two dicks shooting sperm all over his face on his cumbia mask, on his luchador mask. But yeah, I don't know.
The good old days.
Yeah, it's not that long ago, Tim. It really wasn't that long ago.
No, it's a long time ago now, though. The good old days.
Well, like we lost a couple years there too. I can't believe somebody had a camera back in fucking 12 years ago.
Damn, dude. I can't. It's hard to find the original Black Eye song on the internet.
Right.
But I also send me all your fucking CDs that you have, please.
Dude, I could just send you the CDs. Like, well, might maybe better if I just send them online.
Yeah.
Dude, Jedi Mind Trick was awesome.
Well, like all the Wise Guy or the Monster Basis stuff, I uploaded the Monster Basis stuff on YouTube.
Okay.
So it's not like there's a video. It's just like a picture. I think it was one of the Boreal shows that we played. Just a picture of.
That's the one I hated playing with. Oh, it wasn't them. Who did it?
Maybe.
Who was it? The Boreal show we played, because that's when Nate.
Oh, you know what? That wasn't even bargain music. That was HBA.
HBA. No, I liked HBA, but
That's
there
what
was. It wasn't bargain music. It was HBA is gonna be who?
Maybe Jesus Wore Dickies or Capital I. Those were the other bands we played with back then when it was like we're almost getting signed to 7-7 and like we broke up right after.
I remember you guys played the Skunk Fest or whatever. I was there for that one.
Well, that's when Skunk was looking at us, and then we broke up right after that. I was a cocky prick. Like, why not? Like, why the fuck? Dude, being cocky is stupid. Anybody who's cocky is like, dude, you're being a jock. Like, it was a terrible time. It was terrible timing.
It was Nate. You know, he put on
Brower,
the show, and Nate Brower. And then we had to play. It was. I still think it was.
Hey, look, dude, their video is just like our video. Maybe that's why. Look, it has the same. It's like the old intro from the KOT video. Look.
Who is this?
That's not the HBA that we know. Is it?
White Trash Taco Records.
Oh, all right. Yeah, we can't hear it, bro.
Yeah, that's all right though.
You can't. You know,
Barry did some rad videos, like when he was doing Papa's Wrath.
Yeah, I helped.
Those were rad.
Those are really cool videos, like YouTube videos.
Because I was talking about me and him were on the same page. I was like, dude, we could make a video about anything. And I think it's like right around the time I watched this. Because like, dude, it doesn't have to be like fucking high quality. It could be anything, dude.
Dude, it's better that way. It's like super awesome the way they.
It's like something to look at, you know.
And it's catchy. It's cool. And I would like to think that I'm objective enough to think that it's like it's not just because I know, you know, everyone in the video. It's like fuck that was really artful. It was very artfully shot and put together. Like
it was all shot on some old ass fucking Android phones too. Like we just shot it with using our phones.
Dude, it looked great. Well, but that's the thing. Like now, I don't have the newest phone. I hate getting a new phone. Like, who cares? I have that just means I have to deal with all new passwords and all this crap. Like, it sucks. So check it out. I don't need the newest phone. But these phones that we have, rad.
Yeah, you can record, do anything on it.
Tim has talked shit to me about this phone because I bought this phone probably about 4 years ago now. And I bought this phone because there's an attachment right here, which I never bought the attachment.
Dude, the only reason, so I have an 11. The only reason I have it is because the 7 failed. So I had to get a new phone. I would still be rocking my iPhone 7 if I could.
I don't know about the I don't do Apple. I haven't done it. I should probably do it. But this phone,
whatever works for you, it doesn't fucking matter. Yeah. They're all really good.
This one texts and calls. That's all that matters. I can watch porn on this. Who cares?
Right.
I can look up the internet.
I don't care. I don't care.
I don't care.
I don't even care.
It doesn't even fucking matter.
I think I'm gonna go, guys. Too. I gotta go.
You guys out?
Yeah, I'm tired. I gotta get up stupid early, like a freaking idiot.
Hey, Matt, dude.
Like a successful human being. I was gonna say the same thing. I fucking love you guys. Thanks for having me on. We're gonna have to hang out in real life before it's
IRL.
Long.
Yeah, we do need to set something up. Summertime's out.
All of us. And I would love to see my son again because I think it's been longer since I've seen my son since.
Yeah, since you've seen me for sure.
Yeah, and it's been a couple years since I've seen you in person. So
I know it has been. It's time. We're due. We're definitely
go.
due.
I mean, we can open this up. We can barbecue.
All right, that's what I'm
Let's
saying.
go.
So I love you.
I love you.
Nothing but
I
love
love you.
for you guys. Absolutely. Love you guys. Have a good night.
You too.
All right. You guys.
Hey, by the way, one more thing. I
Yeah.
hope you guys have the best dream you have ever had tonight.
Oh, same to you, man. That's awesome.
Thank you.
I like
Cheers,
it.
brothers.
Cheers.
And
Cheers.
son.
Boom. I love you guys.
And we're still here.
I thought we were done.
Hey. We're still here. All right, I love you guys. Peace.
Bye.
I'm out.
I don't know if the headphones work better.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of us cutting each other off. I'm not sure why. Oh shit, I gotta end the broadcast. Whoops.